that you're here, grab a cold one, maybe a beer. Stay alert in the chat. Giveaway prizes. Heck, maybe we'll give away Uncle Bill's cowboy hat. Jim's his sidekick, wouldn't you know? Uncle Extra Medium in the show. Smash that like button and subscribe. Let's all be part of hashtag Uncle Bill's Tribe. Hashtag Uncle Bill's Tribe.
Hey, Dusty.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, friends and neighbors, and all the ships at sea, welcome to Uncle Bill's Saturday night Zoom meeting. And here we all are to, just to chew the fat. Speaking of chewing the fat, thank you for that picture, Lon. As soon as I saw it, did you notice my holding picture, Lon?
Yeah, just now.
Yeah, yeah. Lon sent that to me. Just showing me his meat once again.
Yeah.
And yeah. Oh, there it is. Oh,
there you go.
Before and the after picture.
Nice.
And that is medium.
Yep. That's the way I like it.
Yeah. Meat. So if there are any vegetarians or vegans out there in the audience,
suck it.
Yeah.
Life sucks him in.
I wouldn't be offended if you put broccoli up. So there you go. And
People eat tasty animals.
That's right.
Yep.
USDA choice, baby.
Hello, Giggles.
I was saying before that shield with the USDA. I'm thinking United States Drone Association, USDA. Is there such a thing? It probably is.
That's Wedge and Bait's channel. United States Drone Society.
Society.
Society. Oh, okay.
A&S is ass, but that's a different. I could call it, instead of association, I could use a different A word.
Yeah.
Assembly. Use assembly.
Assembly, a-hole,
assembly,
whatever.
Asses.
And then just borrow that and put Uncle Bill's, and that'll be my logo. Uncle Bill's Toys and
amalgamation.
Yeah.
Maybe change the word choice to something else.
Amalgamation.
So anyway, welcome in, guys. I want to say hi to everybody in the chat. Hi, everybody in the chat. It's starting. We got Don Mudball and Dusty was in early.
Dusty, yep.
Dusty was technically first because I was, which really doesn't count. And then TJ, welcome in. Good to see you too, as always. And Lee, Yellow Rose Jones. What's there, buddy?
Yellow Rose Jones.
Yeah.
You're an echo.
Yellow Rose.
Yeah, he's like that kid that follows you around and repeats everything you say.
Yeah.
Sunstar. What's Sunstar's name again? Barbara?
That's Brenda.
Brenda.
Yeah.
Hi,
Brenda.
Hi, Brenda.
Yeah.
And you know what I haven't done in a while? I want to thank the Looney Tunes that are still supporting this channel by being members. I still have 13 members.
Oh.
And what is it, $1.99 a month or $2.99? Probably $1.
Something like that, $1.99.
Yeah. I give you your money's worth.
We get what we pay for.
Let's say thanks to the members by calling them out. Let's call them out. Here they are. Bam.
Bam.
I don't know if you can see that very well.
Yeah.
Philip Koshat, a new here. Let's sort them by time as a member. The longest members: Jim Beauchart, 18 months.
Did you measure it?
Northside Hawk, 18 months. You guys must have quit and come back, I think, because it seems like it's been longer than that. Mr. B, out Joan, Mr. Michael B, how you doing? Lee, Yellow Rose Jones, welcome in. And he's here as well. And Tex Arch Drone guy, that's Michael Wright.
Mm-hmm.
And a Grumpy Vlogger, I'm not sure who that is. And Tom, Lens. Hi, Lloyd.
Fossil.
Oh, where is Lloyd? Oh, there he is.
There.
He's small now. On my screen, he's kind of small. Hi, Lloyd. You're small. And Steve, SC Aerials, and Barkley, 107 Drones, and Jim Jackson. Look at him just throwing the money around. And Artco Drones and E.
Ecstasy?
Entertainment.
Yeah. Okay. Oh. Yeah. All right. Well, B again for some reason. So really, technically, I have 12. And Art, You're on there. Oh, there you are. And Philip Koshat. Wait, I already said.
Yeah.
Anyway, welcome in, welcome guys. Thank you guys. This is the peremptory.
Oh,
Thank
there's
you
Riley.
Yeah, I thought I was on
for
the
being
list. I
members.
guess I'm saving money when I thought I wasn't.
Huh? No, you
Thought
quit.
it was on that list, but I guess I'm saving money when I thought I wasn't.
Yeah, no, you quit.
Quitter.
Quitter.
I do-
Quitter.
Yeah, I've been
Yeah,
known to
you
do.
donated like $10,000 worth of prizes to this channel.
You're
so that's-
right, I have.
Yeah, so that's okay. We're not expecting anything from anybody. Actually, I really should probably do something for you folks. But how was your lunch, Dominic?
Yep, I've just plated it up now.
Plating it up. So
Plating it
tell
up.
everybody this delicious culinary treat that you've prepared for yourself.
I put some chicken tenders in the oven on rice, and it's got jalapenos and sriracha sauce on it.
Ooh.
All right. I see you taking a chicken tenders and turning it into something, just less terrible. That's good. Good
You
job.
elevated them.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to
Hi,
enjoy my garbage beer or garage. I'm sorry, garage.
Hello, Brenda.
garage beer.
Garage beer.
Garage beer.
Yep. Garage beer. The garage is
Looks
always
like-
open.
Translucent.
Mm.
You can see right
well,
through
it's
your
green.
Yeah.
That's
Ghost
like-
beer.
Ghost beer.
But yeah, it's green. Classic lime beer, made in small batches in
Small batches.
California.
By small bitches.
Irving, California. Is that one of the ones that burned down?
Probably.
I don't think so.
No, I don't think we did.
Irving's not anywhere near Los
Yeah,
Angeles.
Irvine's more south and
Hmm.
Well,
west.
thank goodness, because
Like towards
then
the desert,
garage
I
beer
believe.
will continue
Yeah.
to roll.
Hmm.
I'm not sure though. I haven't lived in California in a really long time, so
Yeah.
I'm not
Me
familiar.
either. Like never. I
Oh,
drove
really?
through there once when I drove truck, just the one time.
there.
Came
Mhm.
across the top. We were on 80. Came, over the Donner Pass down, then run down the coast, ran through Santa Barbara. Whatever. Came and then headed back east. Got to San Diego and headed east from there.
Did you stop for a
gotta
snack?
say, totally different parts of the state. Are totally different. Like the northern part
Oh,
was
yeah.
nice. Kind of
Oh, yeah.
reminded you of Appalachia states. Mountains and hills and trees and
Yeah.
pretty. And people didn't have purple hair and stuff. And then you get down to the southern part, and there was palm trees and all flat, and it kind of looked like New Jersey with palm trees. I mean, that's the way it looked to me. That was my impression. But then again, all I did was sit in a tractor trailer and drive through it. I didn't spend any time. And I'm sorry I didn't, because may not be there much longer. You never know. Gotta visit while it's there.
Yeah.
But that's my experience in Kelly.
Oh yeah. Did you stop at a Donner Pass for a snack?
Yeah.
little
You ate a
barbecue.
barbecue.
A little nosh.
When I talk about Korean barbecue, I might have stopped in Koreatown and
Yeah, there you go.
had myself an Asian.
Mhm.
No, I did not. But I think it's kind of neat that I actually drove through Donner Pass. I mean, it was there.
Sure.
Something to put on the bucket list. Or take off the bucket list.
Hey, Warren.
Yeah. Well, let's hope. Prayers and wishes to all those people suffering. I make light of it, but I feel very sorry for the people that live there and how terrible that it's being handled. And same thing with the people from North Carolina. Same thing for the people in Maui. Nobody talks about that anymore, and a lot of them are still struggling. So we gotta straighten it out, help them out.
Got it.
Maybe just
Ohio, Palestine, Ohio.
Palestine,
Yeah,
Ohio.
Palestine.
Palestine. Yeah. It's too bad. It's not even about politics. It's just about competence. And it's just weird that somebody like that jackass DeSantis can clean a hurricane up in a freaking week, it feels like. And,
Jackass. Why would you call him a jackass?
Well,
He's
whatever. In North
competent,
Carolina, And then North Carolina, they're still struggling. They don't have water. It's just weird. Yeah. It's weird. And and people want to blame it on FEMA. And I'm not saying they don't have some culpability. Don't get me wrong. But I would imagine that DeSantis got the same level of help from FEMA as North Carolina did, right? The lack of help.
He actually turned some away and go up to Georgia, go up north because we got this,
Right.
And he's just they've got experience. They know what they're doing, and they're staged. They're ready to go because they know what's coming.
They do in North Carolina.
See, the problem with North Carolina is when is the last time that happened there? They didn't know it was coming. They never expected a hurricane of that magnitude and the destruction.
I guess
and the
so.
floods.
Well, they have hurricanes, though. They have hurricanes in North Carolina. I used to live in North Carolina.
They don't have them every year to that level.
That's true.
Level.
They don't have them every year. I agree.
And then you got California has fires every year. They have major fires every 3 or 4 years. They should have been a little more prepared. They should have been doing forestry management. I'm sorry, but the Carolinas are covered in forests. So's Florida, for that matter. And for some reason, we're not burning down. Constantly. And Santa Ana winds. Well, you know about it. You should be able to be prepared for it.
Regardless, my point is that I think I think the Trump is right to an extent that I think a lot of it boils down to the state and how the state handles it. And so if you got FEMA out of there, it might be beneficial.
He's talking about actually getting rid of it altogether, just sending the money, the disaster money directly to the states and letting them handle it. So then what you could do is just create a much smaller federal branch of the government that oversees how the money is spent and make sure that there's
make sure that it's being used the way it's supposed to.
Right.
So that could save us a lot of money and get people the help they need faster.
Potentially, it's never handled very well.
People that live in the state that are being paid to do what they're doing know the state. They know the area. They know the roads. They know they would know better the infrastructure. They should be able to do a better job. So the difference is in this state, in Florida, FEMA helps DeSantis. In those other states, it's like the states are helping FEMA. You know what I mean? They
take the back seat. They take a back seat to FEMA.
Right.
FEMA runs the show.
Right.
Yeah.
But
I finally heard from my aunt. She lives in Inglewood. She got hit by both of them, and she got $600 help for the first one and $600 help for the second one. And her homeowner's insurance wouldn't pay for it, but her flood insurance, because it was all flood damage. She lives over there, and she said she actually got more damage from the second one than she did the first one. But I thought she did.
I saw somebody online. I'm sorry, Lloyd. I'm very sorry for your relatives. We gotta, God bless her and hopefully.
Yeah.
They get that shit straightened out. I think things are going to move a little faster now because he's put a lot of pressure on the agencies. They want to keep their jobs. They got to do better. Hey, Phil.
Yeah.
Hey, Phil. Yeah, I think there's a lot to it because I think they can overreact too. I got cousins and stuff that were in Louisiana during Katrina that just milked it for all it was worth. I mean, it was insane the amount of money they got. They lived in hotels for like a year or 2 years or some crap, with the government paying for all their meals, so, they lost a $30,000 house probably.
Well, that's why maybe it's better to just have an oversight committee, somebody to oversee the spending.
Or overspeak.
The spending and what's actually being done. Like North Carolina, one of the problems is they've got vouchers for hotels that are drying up and nothing's been done. They've got nowhere to go. Same thing in California. So, we got to fix the problem because they're American citizens. He's talking about you need to do this, this, and this before you get there. But he's not going to do it because you can't let these people suffer. But they have to change the way they manage their forestry, the way they manage their water, instead of giving the saying this is for the environment and we're worried about the environment, but we're not worried about our people dying. We're not worried about our people being homeless. We're not worried about the animals that are frying.
Yeah, the little fishy.
We care about the environment. We're going to let it burn to pieces. And and then give the bill to the rest of the country to take care of it. That's got to stop. I mean, we will always spend the money to help each other, but you're responsible to work and make it so that it's not ridiculous. We're talking what, $200 billion, over $200 billion in damage.
Well, I think a lot of it is that it's like they just expect the handout, and that's a problem for me. They don't do any preparedness on their own.
Well,
I want
these people back in their homes.
Bill, stop! You're stomping on me. Hold on a second.
All right.
I think they should be required to have some level of preparedness on their own, like DeSantis does, to his credit. And some of these other places just seem like they don't have any plan. They don't have any funds in reserve. They don't have anything in place for when this happens. It's like they just wait for something bad to happen and they go like this. I felt that way in New Jersey when the New Jersey had the hurricanes. I felt that way, in a lot of these states where they just go, as soon as something bad happens, they go like this.
Well,
and
it's
it's
not
just
just
annoying.
Florida. There's other states that I think do a good. What about Texas? Doesn't Texas do a pretty good job cleaning up after storms?
Yeah.
It feels like it.
Oklahoma.
Well, I'm asking the Texan down there in the middle.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, right. I mean, they do a pretty good job there.
Yeah.
How about
We got
Oklahoma?
Governor
we
Abbott.
do. We're dealing with tornadoes all the time and ice storms and and we've got recovery teams. And what if we don't need them here, we send them to the next place that does need them.
Yeah.
So,
Well, anyway, prayers to those people anyway, and let's hope that everything gets straightened out. I mean, like Maui. Look at Maui. Months and months later, people are still on the streets, or living in hotels or whatever, and their properties aren't being rebuilt. Instead, you got billionaires and multimillionaires going in there and buying up the property.
Some vulture action there, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My aunt just got back in her house last week. That's when I knew she was still alive because her answering machine picked up. But it's not done yet. But that's all she can afford to do until the flood insurance kicks in. And she's 84 years old and she's having to work because she has to pay for the loan she took out to fix her property.
I'll tell you another thing they did that was stupid is they put caps. They could put caps on the insurances as to what they can charge for fire insurance. And look, I saw somebody online. Yeah, just like Florida, they got problem insurance too. No, the problem insurance in Florida is it's expensive. Why is it expensive? Because we have a lot of fucking hurricanes. That's why it's expensive. I mean, that's the trade-off to living in the state with no cold weather. You know what I mean? You want to live here? That's one of the trade-offs you have to pay. But at least we can still get it. We could still get it. We just they can't even get it because it's you want us to stay here and lose money. So we're gone, and there's no policies to even get. I mean, you would think that they would have like here, for example, they've got a company that's a nonprofit that you can get insurance for when you can't get insurance anywhere else. Doesn't cover quite as much, but it covers enough, and it's way cheaper. It's like half the price.
Yeah.
But that's subsidized as well by the government. Well, they need to do the same thing there when it comes to fires. When it comes to fire insurance, homeowners fire insurance.
Yeah, now they're getting ready to head into mudslide season. They're already expecting that. So
yeah, I don't know.
Well, our knees now is an earthquake.
Ron Lock, how you doing, buddy? Welcome in.
Oh, Ron. Hey, Ron.
Long time no see.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
And
Doing
hello,
good.
Brenda, if I didn't say hi to you.
Hey, there's Brad.
Yeah, he's on your channel, Art.
Yeah, I know. I know.
Nobody
That
can
Art
see you,
boy.
Brad, because you're on Artie's channel. But that's okay. Artie's just sucking up the bandwidth.
Yeah, sucking it up.
Uh-oh.
Again, let's hope they get it straight.
Yeah, that's
They
right.
get it straight.
Hopefully they will.
Yep.
So,
Hey, Art. Oh, sorry, Bill, but Art,
No,
can I
go
see the
ahead,
back of your head real quick?
what's that?
Sorry.
No.
Hey, Art, can I see the back of your head real quick?
What?
I'm looking for a yarmulke. That's all. Just wondering if you got a yarmulke back there. Oh, no, you don't. Okay.
No.
I was just wondering.
Almost,
I I was just researching something. That's all.
Yeah. Thanks. Thanks, pal.
For sugar nut art.
I didn't understand that.
You're looking a little svelte.
He's got that little monk's ring going on there. You know.
Yeah.
There you go. You know, Art. There's an
he-
idea. You could put the yarmulke on, so that
Yeah.
would hide that spot.
Hi, Brad. Welcome
don't
in.
know.
He's here now. Okay, good. Good for you.
No, the between the restreaming your stream and the ads on his stream.
Oh yeah.
just a little. Just a little.
Yeah.
Just a little.
Racist much?
Yeah, where's this going?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know why I want to see the back of Art's head.
Stereotyping.
That seems.
Yeah. Yeah.
A
I'm not
sexy.
that
That's
kind
why.
of guy.
Sexy.
Yeah. Well, it's been snowing here in Denver, and we've got about 2 or 3 inches of snow. It's been cold, and I ran into Sean Oz, and we got talking about snowboarding, and I asked him about what are the great places to go. He said, "You know what? Copper Mountain is really good." I go, "Yeah." Well, he said, "But I won't go there because too many blacks there." What? Too many blacks? Yeah, they're all over the place. Yeah, and I like blacks, but they'll beat you up. So, and you know what about those blacks? Some of them aren't groomed. Yeah,
Some of them aren't what?
What are you saying?
groomed, well groomed.
Well,
Thank
Okay.
you, Kevin Nealon, for that one.
Okay. All right. I got to say something.
Yeah.
Diamond. That's
I
what
know Sean beats the shit out of you. I'm sorry. Go ahead. What were you saying?
When I had, hang on, something's going goofy on my screen.
it went over my head, I think.
Yeah, me too. I don't even get the joke.
And considering it's only coming from Art, it had to take a hell of a leap to get over my head.
Oh, you know, the
When
black diamonds, you know, they'll beat you up.
When I used,
kind of caught a
when I
little
used to
bit.
live in a 1-bedroom apartment, and it was in this, like, it almost looked like a bunker. It was it used to be a medical building. It was right on the coast. Survived, like, it'd been here since like the 30s or something. Anyway, so it stood the test of time through hurricanes and all. My next door neighbor was this black gentleman. And one day we became really good friends, right? We were sitting out on the front porch together one day, and we were talking about when we were kids and so on, and and the different cultural things. And he told me some funny stories that his parents told him about white people. And I said, well, I'm about as white as they get. You know, I glow in the dark. And so I said, well, he goes, you have any funny stories about, like things that you were raised with? I said, well, we didn't live anywhere near black people. And so I said, my parents used to say, don't ever call a black person a nigger. And I said,
why?
No. And I'm going to tell you this, I'm talking to a black guy.
Okay.
And so I told him, I said, my parents told me never, why? And Lon goes, why? But that's what I said to my parents. I go, well, why? And they said, because if you do, they said every black person carries a knife and they'll cut your ears off. And I was like, oh my God, I will never say that word. And then the black dude that I'm sitting next to, my neighbor, he goes, no, that's not right. And I go, well, I know it's not right. He goes, no. He says, you're not. He goes, you're not understanding. I go, what? He goes, we don't carry knives, we carry guns.
Oh.
I will tell you another funny story.
All right, guys, thank you for joining Uncle Bill's demonetized channel tonight.
Yeah.
This is American history. Now, my great grandmother. Okay, so
Exactly,
I don't
Don.
know what years she was born in. 'Cause it's my mom's mom, right? I'm sitting at the kitchen table. I had just gotten my driver's license. I was like 16, and my grandmother said, Yeah, I used to. She was raised in Missouri, and she said I used to pick cotton with the niggers, and I said, "Grandma." She goes,
Try
"What?"
not to say that word so much, okay?
Yeah.
This is the conversation. It's actual history.
Yeah.
It just
And I go,
say
Grandma.
N.
I said, Grandma,
Put an
you're
N
not
in there
allowed to
somewhere.
say that word. And she goes, what? And I repeated the word for Bill's sake. I said, and she goes, well, why not? That's what they are. And I said, no, Grandma, that's not looked upon very nicely now. You're not allowed to say that. She goes, well, that's what they are. But I was trying to get it through her head. You have to understand, this is my grandmother's grandmother, right? And she lived
Yeah.
to be like
It's
106.
changed.
Yeah. It's not a bad word back in those days, back when they had.
Well, it isn't.
Oh, I think it was.
Oh, yeah.
Never
Yeah,
been
you got my tangle and chain.
Woo.
Well, I do have my 9mm real close. If you want me to pull that out, we can make sure that you can.
No, yeah, don't.
Yeah. No, let's.
No, you don't want to do that. We already did that on my channel once.
Yeah, I heard that Bill lost some monetization because of that, right?
Yep. Yeah, Bill got.
Bill's like,
So, anyways,
why did
how
I
about
run
Bills and
home
the
from
Chiefs
work?
How about them drones?
Yeah.
How about
Bills
them
and Chiefs.
drones? Bill's like, why did I
How
run
about
home?
How about the geofencing being removed?
Yeah,
Yeah, what
geofencing.
about
Oh,
that
yeah, the
geofencing, huh?
4 Pro is coming out in March. Yeah.
No, it's not. I'll believe it when I
That's
see
what
it.
Ron says.
What's coming
Who?
out in March? Who? What?
Ron
Wait,
Ron
what's
who?
Whoa, wait a
Ron
minute.
Brown,
Coming out
Drone
in
Nation.
What's
Ron
coming out in
Brown?
March?
Who? Why would he know?
He knows
You-
people.
just so you guys are aware, if you notice that big chunks of this video are missing when you go to watch it a second time,
Yeah. You know why?
Yeah.
might be some editing going on.
What up, my brother?
Yeah.
You can either you can
You
just
just don't play any print either.
Yeah.
Demonetized.
So, Art, what did you say that's coming out in March?
The Mavic 4 Pro.
Yeah.
Mavic 4 Pro.
Yep.
Early March, I hear.
Oh,
Mhm.
okay. Had to look
I'll
down.
believe it when I see it.
Yeah,
Well, wait a minute.
I'm a low budget guy. I'm excited that the fact that DJI dropped the enforcement of geofencing zones, and that actually makes my drones better.
Yeah,
Yeah.
mine too. I can fly closer to the Navy base.
Well, no, I'm not going to break any rules, but I can
No,
do
I'm
things.
not
I
either.
can do things that are clearly okay.
I'm
Like
5 miles from
flying
the Navy base.
indoors at the bowling center because it's near an airport. You couldn't do that.
I'm 5 miles
now I
from the
can,
Navy base.
and I'm not going into any airspace. It's indoors, So
Yeah, me.
Yeah,
I was
that's right.
flying down my street 5 miles from the Navy base, and my DJI FPV goes and it hovers, and on my screen on my FPV goggles it says geofencing, and I'm like, what? I'm not even close.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, go figure. Anyway, I can tell you another story.
No,
Yeah, please.
As long as it's
Please
better
don't.
than the last one. No, I think you've been banned for
Does it have
stories.
the N word in it? Yeah.
Yeah, we're calling a timeout on any story violation.
Yeah. And no jokes from Art tonight either.
Together in perfect harmony, side by side. I take
I
it.
hate that
I'm looking
song.
at those two right there in the corner.
One little, two little, three little.
Awfully white.
I hate that song. Oh,
Yeah, I know.
Ebony and Ivory.
That's pretty good, Lon.
This
Yeah,
is a song,
yeah.
this is a song that Bill likes. Watch. I haven't played it for a long
Oh my
Yeah.
God! Here it goes. Oh, geez, I thought it was. Here comes Johnny.
I don't know if after using that word several times, playing with a monkey right now
Dancing monkey. Yeah, that's
I know, right?
yeah.
is a great
yeah.
is a great follow up. I just
No.
I thought, well, she
I don't know if this is
No, that song is like Journey for us,
Cool in the game.
Cool in the gang.
Wasn't
Come
that,
on.
that's one of Bill's favorite songs, he said.
It's a salivation. See that? I couldn't find a koozie. So I took my really cool Harley Davidson stickered thermos, insulated mug, put some ice in the bottom, a little water,
Sure.
and put my beer in it. And it's ice cold, baby. So
Wow.
See how
The innovations.
I'm always innovating. I am.
You didn't
2
have
steps ahead.
South Texas Flying Club koozies?
It's funny with the thing I got coming up. I decided I'm going to finally get some stuff done. I'm very proud of myself. Fix the lights on my boat trailer.
Put the plane together in your garage.
It's coming up. I took the old flooring out of my utility trailer because it was weak and rotted, and I'm about to replace that in it. I finally put the carburetor back in the bike, and it's running beautifully. I fixed my dryer. My dryer sounded like a power stroke.
Somebody put a brick in there.
It was. You know what? I thought it was the rollers, the drum rollers, and it wasn't. But I'll just keep them. It was the it's the belt tensioner roller. It was so bad. It was so loud, and I replaced that like 3.5 years ago. But I did it with some generic, Amazon dealio. So it's gonna get. So I put the old one back in because it wasn't completely shot. It was just squeaking before. It's not squeaking now, which is funny. It seems fine. But I'm replacing that with a Whirlpool part, which costs twice as much money, and hopefully it'll last longer. But anyway, Bill the Handyman, back at it. Just give me an idea what it would be like to be retired and actually have a couple of days off here and there and get some stuff done and feel happy with what I was accomplishing. You know what I'm saying?
How's your health, Bill?
I was just close to buying a new dryer.
How's your hole, man?
How's your health, Bill?
My health?
Your health.
Yeah.
Been seeing the doctor. Are you doing okay?
Well, I'm gonna have I've told you this, haven't I?
No, not me.
Hey.
Oh, I missed. What did you?
I have prostate cancer. So
Well, I know
I'll
that.
be.
How's your
Well,
health?
that's what I'm saying. That's coming out on the 25th.
Oh, you're having a prostatectomy.
Yes, I am.
Is that really what they call
that?
that?
Around. I could do, and the guy said, there's other things you can do, but you're only 63. Your other health, I have other problems, but nothing that's going to kill me,
Yeah.
So I should, at least I hope not. But I should be alive for a while, and you're young enough that you want to last, and the recurrence is much lower if you just have it out. So
So when's the date?
February 25th.
Bad memory. Wow.
Yeah. I was like, no, just do it. I don't mess around. They said if you do because he said if you do this, the radiation first, then the prostatectomy is not an option anymore.
Prostatectomy.
Yeah.
Just say prostate, then say ectomy.
Yeah, I know.
Ectomy means the
I'm
removal.
trying to be funny. Making light. I'm making
That was
light
not
on the
good
fact it's going
humor.
to shorten my penis 1 to 4 centimeters.
Anyway,
Oof.
While you're
You don't
in
got
it,
a lot to lose. You don't got a lot of room to play with either.
No, my kid's Irish now.
Oh,
Well,
Art,
you said
look.
February 25th.
there you go.
Oh, look, Art.
But you can do radiation after prostatectomy, and in case there's any escapes or gets away. But I caught it very, very early because I do go to the doctor on a regular basis. My Gleason score is 7.34, so I'm all right.
Did you leave me a?
What, $1?
No.
You want $1, Art?
Yeah, you want? Yeah, just leave me a super chat over on my.
I'm just teasing you.
Well, if I super chat, you're
I'm
restreaming
waiting
me
for you
on
to
your
dive
channel.
at it.
Yeah.
He's asking for super chats for his channel off of your stream. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm telling you, son.
Well, Bill restreams my show, but sometimes.
Bill, there
he
you
does.
go.
Mhm.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Eh,
That's so much fun.
Mm. Yeah, that's right, Don.
Yep.
Yeah, come on, Art. Reach over and show me your Torah. Come on.
Why? What? I don't understand. What's going on with you?
I'm just teasing him. It's a joke.
Why?
Because he's
Got
so
all the
tight.
money.
Because he's so tight and money grubby.
Oh,
It's an old racist.
So this is Uncle Bill's
Racist
stereotype
stereotype.
today.
That's why
it's
right
a
after you said that, I go,
stereotype.
racist much? Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
so
our
stereotype.
racist follies. Here we go.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah,
I got
Yeah,
4
just-
baby mamas and I don't pay child support, you know?
that's right.
It's the same kind of shit, you know what I'm saying? You know? Yeah. It's humorous if done right. That's what I say, anyway. You got to be kind of subtle about it.
I don't have anything I can go with that. I'm just a dumb fat old white guy.
Tasteful racism is
Great
way
name.
better.
Yes. On my team.
Tasteful racism.
How about them
No,
drones?
Lloyd has a car up on blocks in front of his trailer, you know?
No, but I do
No,
have my
that's
broke
his
down
electric
minivan
wheelchair.
out there. Yeah.
Yeah.
My son next door has a car up on blocks.
Okay. There you have it.
Concealed home.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Hey, we're all
And he
good.
actually has a trailer next door, come to think of it.
Mm.
There you go. Well, we love it.
Why do I feel like I need to have my wife sitting next to me right now to protect me?
Yeah. No, it doesn't work. Just ask JD Vance. It doesn't work. JD Vance will tell you it doesn't work.
I know.
No,
Yeah.
I'm in-
I think they accuse him of being a white supremacist, and he's he's got Indian blended kids, and they accused him of wanting to whiteify his kids by making them half white. Like, the people are sick.
Yeah.
Man. Well, that's what I'm saying. It doesn't work, bro. It don't work. Sorry.
I know.
Bill
the
Burr.
bottom
Didn't
of
work
my
for Bill
I
heart,
got
Burr either.
lots of racist subjects.
Work for Bill Burr.
We
Lots
can't
of-
even wave anymore. You might be accidentally make a salute. I don't know.
Yeah. Don't you want to talk about that?
Oh, that's just
Hey,
so funny. My heart
Hey,
goes out to
Baptist.
you.
My heart, you have my
Goes out
heart.
to you.
You know,
My heart
yes!
goes out to you.
It's a
My
Nazi
heart
salute. You know
goes
what?
out
That
to you.
salute's been used by a lot of other people besides the Nazis. You know,
You've been
long-
watching. You've been watching YouTube. Somebody put a compilation together of
Yeah.
all
Well,
the
it's true,
Democrats that did this ever.
Yeah,
It's pretty funny.
The Romans used it. You know, I mean,
yeah,
you know, they've
the
been
Romans
around a
used
long
this
time.
thing.
They're the ones that they're probably the ones who started it. Well, maybe the Greeks.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I bet the Israelites used it. That's the funniest part. It wouldn't surprise me.
I wouldn't surprise me either.
What are the Romans
Hand
did
on
to
your
Dumfries?
heart. Because the whole point behind a salute, by the way, is to show that your hands are empty.
Yeah.
That you're not armed. So that's the whole point of a salute. Okay.
Mhm.
And putting your hand over your heart is, shows that you are dedicated to the cause or to the group or whatever. And then holding your hand out shows that you're not armed. It proves that you're not armed.
Hello, Laura.
Hey, Laura.
Well, the original salute starts.
The alarms. Okay.
They say it's a
And
spin-off. A spin-off of the old visors on the helmets. That's where it started, raising their. So you would show your face
Oh
to
my.
the person, and that morphed into what eventually the hands out. Now that's the British
Yep.
salute,
Right.
and that does mean showing you have nothing in your hands because they were known to kill off their officers. So
Yeah.
So look at that.
Did
You
you
got,
lay the
except
one on
for
the
the
left?
British Navy, still, or at least the Australian Navy does. They salute like we do
Yeah.
because their
I can
hands were
carry.
usually dirty, and they don't want to show their dirty hands to officers. So that's why the Navy does it that way. The Australian Navy does.
Mhm.
That or
maybe
that or the
maybe
count
they like smelling wherever their hands were. Just
Yeah.
No,
Yep.
so. Look at that picture. We got a
What we're looking at is
we got a cooch buster right next to an afterthought.
Yeah. So we've got Nibbles and Niblet, the big duck and the little duck.
Okay.
Ah,
And
okay.
that great
Those are both duck
super
eggs?
Yeah, those are both duck eggs.
Must have thrown
Wow.
the little one away, right?
And then that big one was a double yolk.
That's
Whoa,
what
a
happened.
double yoker. Wow.
It would,
Wow.
if it
There's
were
a duck
fertilized,
abortion right there.
it would have been
So,
twin ducklings.
huh?
It would have been twin ducklings if they were fertilized and
Oh,
incubated.
Wow, wow.
so how are duck eggs? I mean, do they taste like chicken eggs?
No difference.
Really?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Interesting.
Except it looks like the yolk is really big.
Well, that's a big ass egg.
No, I mean
Big ass. Well, from a big
compared to the
ass.
albumin around it, it seems like it's a lot of the.
Yeah.
You see my pointer? Look at my
Yeah,
pointer.
yeah, yeah.
I'm seeing your
There's
pointer.
not a lot of. There's not a lot of white. There's a lot
Put
of
that
yellow.
pointer back in your pants.
Yeah. Well.
Hey,
Good.
you knew when that egg got laid, it was like.
Yeah. It was more.
No.
Wow.
No,
Jesus, that was a big one.
Okay.
Yeah.
The duck.
Holy shit. Wow, look at that big ass egg. Holy crap.
That's a big egg. That thing
Yeah.
is huge.
Ostriches are going, damn.
So are
Yeah.
Speaking
Damn,
of which,
bitch.
Dominic, have you ever had an ostrich egg?
No, I haven't.
You have them there, don't you?
No.
We've got emus.
Australia-
rather than
Emus? No,
Emus.
Africa, I guess. Anybody from Africa? Juan, have you ever had an ostrich?
No, not ever since I moved from Nairobi. We don't have ostrich
See, now
eggs
that's
anymore.
a funny racist joke. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, you just the outer fringes of it without,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah,
using a
ask me
bad
why I
word.
didn't join the last marathon. Hey, you play basketball? You play basketball, right? Of course you
Yeah.
do. Of course you do. I used
I
to get
play
that,
midget
man. I used to get
basketball. Yeah.
I used to get that for real. People would be like, "Oh, you must play basketball, right?" I'm like,
Okay, Dominic,
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Mhm.
sorry to interrupt you. Have
Sorry,
you had,
I
I'm not really. Have
Someone
you
was
have you had an emu egg?
Yeah. What was that?
Have you had an emu egg?
No, but I've had emu meat.
Oh,
Yeah.
ah.
Mm.
Where?
I was going to ask.
Oh,
I
you
mean,
mean-
is it
oh,
allowable
okay,
to have
never mind.
emu eggs? But I imagine if you could eat the whole bird, then it's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Yeah. Oh,
they
more
haven't
egg-
out
more egg
yet.
pictures. Here we go.
More egg pics.
Mhm.
It's kind of sexy. Show us your eggs. Wow. Wow.
There we go.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
All duck eggs.
Wow. Ooh,
Man,
nice.
those
She
ducks
got
are very
An
inside.
underachiever.
Yeah.
Just saying. One of those ducks.
Big
is an
ones have
underachiever.
been yeah. Or
One's
they're
an overachiever.
yeah.
Look
Or
at your
they're-
cat. Look at your cat. Like, I want those eggs.
The cat's like,
He really wants
I'm
to
gonna
finish
kill it.
I want those
I'm
eggs.
gonna
Are
kill
those
it.
mollies in the tank there?
Yeah,
Alexis?
No, it's meth.
and an angelfish.
Angel?
And then if you look real close, right by my thumb, that I don't know what those are called. Silver fins. Those fish are
The
getting-
yellow one?
Yeah, no, that's a molly.
That's
Yeah.
But that,
Well,
the
Talking
point.
about down here somewhere.
sitting right next to that tank is somebody thinking they just doesn't care what you
Oh,
call
yeah,
it. They look
there
like
you
supper.
go.
Yeah.
There's Tuxedo, yeah.
Yeah.
You can see one right below that too. There's two of them there.
Ah, okay.
Those are like
Yeah.
they're like silverfin or I don't know what they're called, but those fish are getting big. I mean, that's a 65-gallon tank there.
Wow.
Huh?
Got any
Right.
neon tetras in there?
We have some neon fish, but they're not tetras.
Ah, okay.
Are you trying to impress us with your knowledge of tropical fish? Art?
Yes, I used to
Art.
raise fish.
Huh?
Yeah.
I've had all those fishes. I could kill them just as fast as you can.
Yep. Mhm.
Ah.
Yeah.
Ah.
I said
Yeah, last year.
I
go
stopped
ahead.
doing it when my kids were small, and they had their own they named their own fish and like that. And when the $50 died, that was it. I was he was so devastated. This is my stepson. He was so devastated. His name was Buck. the halftime.
He's here.
He came down the stairs. He's
he's a
floating
silver
on
dollar.
the surface. He goes, Buck! You know, he looked like a cartoon character from Charlie Brown, you know, with the head back and the tears flying off like this. Like, that's it. No more tropical.
That's a good name for a silver dollar fish.
Yeah, Buck the silver dollar. Yes, sir.
Yeah. I killed about 3 betas in about a month and a half, and I gave up on fish. If you can't,
so bad for him. All right,
you're supposed to feed them, not to your cat.
What?
Exactly.
Feed them?
Yeah, you gotta feed the fish. Yeah.
What? Nobody feeds them in the wild.
They feed themselves.
Yeah, they feed
what the hell?
They
Well,
catch.
California has just the right amount of water for the little fish, you know, right?
Right.
Right.
Yeah, they're more important than
people. What was that fish? The bay something or others? Bay smelt?
Yeah.
Another picture. All right, here we go. Because you got to save smelt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Because they smell that.
Ooh, I like this.
Oh, my God. Smell. Oh, what we got now? All right. Here we go. All right. We get into the good stuff. We've seen the eggs. All right. Let's see the production facility.
Ducks.
Wow.
Ducks.
Oh.
That's sweet peas out of a can.
Here we go. Yeah. Here's ducks eating peas.
All right.
Yeah.
Watching their P's and Q's.
They pee in their coop.
What the duck?
Look at that too. Ebony and ivory all over again.
Yeah.
They're coexisting. Look at that. Nobody's fighting. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
The white one, the big one is Nibbles, and the little one is Niblet.
I thought you were going to say something else and start with an N.
Niblet makes disappointing sized eggs, though.
I thought you were going to say something else that started with an N.
Oh, no.
Yeah, the white one is Nigger.
Stop saying that. I think you're gonna at least change it to Niglet, you know, but not that. No.
Negro.
Stop it.
Negro.
You're killing him, Alexis.
No, it took me a long time to figure out that those two ducks are females, because the little one would get on the big one's back and would, in the pond and ride like a piggyback, which I posted on the channel. I thought they were eating. But then
I got to write down the timestamp. It's
yeah, there you
48, just shy of 48.
So, then I saw the big one get on the little one's back.
Nibbles, and this one's Niblet, and that one.
I'm losing my channel.
It really must be like a piggyback ride, because either that or I got ducks. One of the two.
Ducks. Poor Lloyd. Somebody were calling an EMT for Lloyd. He's about ready to lose. He's about ready to, he can't take too much more. Get the ambulance out the way.
Which one of these contestants is from Texas?
Because we don't give a duck. A little late there, Dominic.
That was right on. That was pretty good, actually.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty good. Yeah.
From the other side of the world, I guess. You can give him a few seconds.
Oh, look, it's Mr. Kitty in the chat.
We have Lloyd smiling. Good.
Mm-hmm.
Do what?
We have you smiling. That's good. No more grumpy.
Yeah, that's
This is how you grumpy out of the vlogger.
He's the smiling vlogger now.
yeah.
He's a happy vlogger.
I'm just glad it's not me
Gregarious
that said it,
vlogger.
so, yeah.
It's all good. I don't give a crap. Who cares?
So who watched Section 31?
I did.
I did.
And come on.
It was mediocre.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
I've started to.
It had its moments, as all shows do. It had some really good moments, but overall, It was okay.
Yeah.
You know, I'm hoping then the next set of it'll improve. But it was
What I'm hoping is that's the opening, and that is where they produce the characters and where they
Exposition.
make the storyline.
It seemed
And
like
they
they were
build
trying
the
so hard to
storyline
make these
into the
characters
series.
relatable. They made them cartoonish.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know? Yeah. It was
Especially the Vulcan guy.
cartoonish.
Yeah.
The guy with the armor, ridiculous.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, they were killing people off.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, silly jokes, and just like nobody thought about them later, like they were gone. Well.
Yeah.
Which I guess you'd be like that in the spy game, I suppose. But yeah, it was interesting, and it was worth the watch. You know, but was it great? Yeah, not as good as it could have been. And I don't know, and she got beat up way too many times too. But
Yeah. Did you think the singer kind of reminded you of the Fifth Element?
Fifth Element, absolutely,
Yeah.
100%. I mean, it sounded like she was doing her songs, like the best of.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. You know, I mean, it looked very similar.
It was cool, and you know she had like her head has like a conch, like a conch, you know, shell kind of thing to it, which I guess would resonate and make her voice that much more beautiful. It was beautiful what she was singing. I mean, they didn't have any words that we could understand, but I got it. You know, it was definitely Fifth Element-ish. You know,
Was the background?
She was a caricature of herself and that whole thing, and I love you, and he went from wanting to kill the entire universe to realizing he still loved her, and it was like, God, that swing, the swing when he was going to die was just way too ridiculous. You know.
Yeah.
You know, it was.
Well, you know, the good news is.
And another. Wait. I'm sorry. Let me throw this out there real quick. Another episode of these new Star Treks where they save the entire. It's not good enough to win a battle with the Klingons. They save the entire universe.
Yeah.
Right.
They've taken it to this level where they can't have an episode where they don't save trillions of people. So, anyway, just throw that out there. Please continue.
No, I was just saying the good news is that the opener was an hour and a half, but from now on they're only an hour, correct?
Yeah.
So that they don't have to, you know, pack so much stuff in there. They can be more concise, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, I like her as an actress. I think she's really good.
Yep.
You know, and then they turned that future Star Trek captain female into this.
Yeah.
She looks like some chick you would pick up in a bar and end a casino or something. It just and girl heroes. You know, that's the whole.
Oh yeah, girl boss. Woo!
Girl boss here. You know, all of it.
Mary Sue. Yep.
Again, I don't mind. I have a girl boss. I don't care. You know, but they just have to do it. You know.
Yeah.
They have to. It's required now. There's no such thing as strong male leads anymore in those shows or from that company hardly. They do
have a strong male in this though. They do. What was that black guy's name? The one that was.
Oh, never mind. He's black. So
and he's black.
They had to hit it from some direction. So there you go.
He's an augment.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, he's from even
he's
like they're setting this in next generation time period.
Yeah.
But she is from fucking hundreds of years later, from 600 years later. So she's back in time, in the mirror universe. So they're from all over the place. But that guy is from the 20th century.
Yeah.
So you know it's an alternate universe because there were the eugenic wars in the 20th century, which obviously never happened, where genetically augmented super soldiers they were supposed to be ended up trying to take over the world. And the eugenics wars and millions of people died, and he was. But he was frozen for 300 years or whatever. And now he's back. So.
Yep.
But he, you know, so I guess he represents our time period where men were men, and you know. And
welcome back.
What about that black and white chick? What was that all about?
That was from Star Trek: The First Generation.
Yeah, that was from the original. Yeah.
Original, yeah.
Oh,
black and white. which is the most ridiculous makeup thing. You'd think there'd be some modeling in between the two, or so if it's just a naturally occurring thing, and it wasn't. It was just caked on makeup, like it was a black and white cupcake.
That actor seems really familiar. I was trying to figure out who is that.
Well, it's probably from a gay club in Denver,
right? Could be.
Mm-hmm. To defend that makeup, there's like cats and certain animals that have very specific coloring, and it sticks.
I know, but it shouldn't be
it'll stick in one area.
Perfect straight line like that. I mean, it's a perfect straight line, and it's so black and it's so white. It's you know what I mean. It's not. It's bright white, and it's it's silly. It is.
Okay. I just think it's
possible. Loki or Beale? Which character? Which one of those was it? Which side was black and which side was white?
Yeah, because there were two different races.
Yeah.
There were two different races.
Right. No, that was actually a pretty cool. I don't want to say message or lesson, but I mean, you never knew why they were fighting until the end of the show because don't anybody tell me they caught the difference. Because you're lying. Yeah. And what are you talking about? I'm black on the right side, and he's black on the left side. The whole that message was we're all the same. It's just skin color. And like that. But so anyway, so they brought back someone from whatever race that is.
Right.
And although I thought they were all dead.
That's what I thought too.
Yeah, I know. They didn't realize that they were the one guy was hunting down the other guy. That was the whole episode. And he finally caught him, and then it turns out that their world was dead. That there was a war, and they were all dead. So where did this one come from?
Yeah, well, unless it was on another colony that they survived.
Alternate universe.
Oh, that's true. It is alternate universe, right?
Alternate universe.
Yeah, it is because again, well, no, but the Star Trek universe. Khan is a real thing, and Khan supposedly happened in the eugenics wars happened in the 20th century. So none of Star Trek is from our universe,
right?
Because it didn't happen.
No, I understand that. I'm saying, I thought the show was from a mirror universe or something like that.
Yeah, because there are mirror universes now in Star Trek, thanks to Discovery.
Well. No, from the original series. The mirror universe is mirror.
Yeah.
Original series.
Right. See, so that could be one from one of the mirror universes.
And they also did that in Deep Space Nine. They also had a mirror universe.
There was that mirror universe in Enterprise as well.
It was the same mirror universe.
Yeah. Well,
with the Terran,
it just goes to show you they can't write anything original anymore, so they have to
mirror universe.
Yeah.
Well, I don't have a problem with them taking aliens from previous series, but you use one from a extinct race, so they're taking a little bit of liberty there.
To say they were all killed, maybe some didn't die. You know what I mean? Maybe that guy was out buying cigarettes or something during the war.
Another planet,
maybe that guy was out of town. They were a spacefaring race. I'm just saying, so they could have been. All
right, are you going to make me find a picture of this guy?
Yeah, there you go.
No, it's ridiculous. He looks like he's got chocolate frosting all over the one side of his face. I mean,
we'll be back in just a second, folks.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah. Hey, who was the guy in Mirror? Was that Frank Gorshin, the guy that played the Riddler?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
He was the hunter.
See, I know a little Star Trek stuff. See, Art. You're not the only dork here. I'll have you know.
But I saw it when it was original. You probably saw it in the afternoon when you came home from school on TBS or something.
Yeah.
When did Star Trek air? When did Star Trek air?
66 to 69.
Yep.
Yeah, I was born in 65, so I could have seen it when I was a baby, but no, I wouldn't remember it. I won't play that card. But we watched a lot of free. There was only 4 channels, you know that, right? So 3 or 4 channels. So I guarantee you, my parents probably watched it. You know, when they weren't busy getting drunk or doing heroin or whatever. They're probably watching.
Okay.
No, you know what? Probably not. Now that I think about it, we didn't have a TV until I was like 7 or 8. Now that I think about it, because I remember us getting our first TV, and it was a big deal. So never mind.
Never mind.
Whoops.
Never mind.
Here. Here, I'll show you what he looks like. I mean, this is actually from the original series.
Original series.
There we go. Blink.
Yep. There they are.
Yeah.
Yep. That's perfectly possible.
Yeah. I mean,
I'm just saying, though. I mean,
yeah. Yeah. Oh, now that you look at it, yeah, he is on the left side, the right side. Yeah, it's really obvious now.
I would hate the other guy if I was him. I'll be honest with you. Yeah. Those lefties.
Lined up with a crack in the ceiling.
Yeah, just about those lefties. Yeah. Rick and Morty did an episode about this too, where one part of the race had like a pointy nipple, and the other one had a something nipple or something like that. I forget. A circle. One race had circles around their nipples, and one didn't, or something like that. So
that's why you remember
areola versus non-areola.
No, they had like a circle around their nipple. It was something like that. I forget. It doesn't matter. It's like the Starbelly Sneetches all over again. You know, Dr. Seuss did this deal a long time ago.
Oh yeah, the Sneetches. Yeah.
Yeah, Starbelly Sneetches. Yeah.
Yeah,
Sneetches on beaches. Yeah. We're the best Sneetches because we have stars on our bellies. Oh.
Oh, so look at that. This guy.
You looking up, Bill?
Well, I'm looking at the alien that they put in the Section 31, and he's a Frank Gorshin one because he's on the same side as.
Oh, he's black.
He's one of the good ones
on the right side. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm black on the right side.
The
lower side. Giggity.
Yeah.
Yeah, but look at what they grease up his hair. I mean, you know what I mean? Yeah. It's not just black. It looks like they dropped him into an oil. I don't know.
They Corilla DeVille his ass.
Oh,
Corilla DeVille. Yeah. Wow. They might as well have done his teeth while they were at it. They could have made the left side teeth black. That would have been awesome, actually. That would have been awesome.
Then they'd be Oklahomans.
Oh, snap. Oklahoma where the wind goes.
Well, that joke came up short, didn't it?
Just like art.
Controversial original series alien is still alive. See, now I didn't even know. See, I just said all that, and I didn't realize that I should have known that the Star Trek universe was going to be all upset and uptight about alien species that is extinct. And the two characters from that show, what did they go? They went into some. The two of them are fighting forever in some, I don't know,
pocket universe or something.
Oh, it wasn't mirror. This was let that be your last battlefield.
Yep.
It was near the end.
Sharon is still alive.
The Sharon people. My Sharona.
I knew it was going there.
Right, they were supposed to be wiped out in the Civil War. That's right.
The difference with this one was the hair too.
Tasserone.
His Gorshwin, his hair was all one color.
Yeah.
Even though his face was split.
Yup. These guys took it to the next level, yo.
Yeah.
They're half-assing it back in the day. He took it to the next level.
Is that it? Okay.
Yeah, sure. They should have made his teeth black on the white side. That would have been awesome. I'm just saying. If you're going to do it, you know what I mean?
Well, yeah, a nice check pattern could have been nice. Black teeth on the white side and white teeth.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah, that's what I was. Yeah, I'm saying.
Good, do it.
Every other tooth.
Do it. Yeah, I have a white eye on the black side and a black eye on the white side. How we gonna do it, son? We're gonna just do it all the way. Yeah. So anyway,
Who's buying the flip?
no one. You?
I didn't really make a decision yet.
They just look like they're wearing stage makeup. I was abducted, so I should know.
Ain't no probe.
Yeah. I'm going home.
But anyway, was it okay? Yeah, it's okay. I'm gonna watch it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep watching it. It's all right.
Oh yeah. You made it through Picard, so I'm assuming you can watch anything.
That was
I
hard.
thought Picard was okay.
Picard was hard.
I kind of like Picard.
I didn't like it at
I
all.
didn't mind it actually. It was better
I
than
like
Discovery.
the last season.
Yeah,
That's
right.
the funny thing. Discovery, the first season of Discovery was actually got destroyed by the critics, and I still think it's probably the best season.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, obviously it was the best season.
Yeah, we think, but they destroyed it, and then it got all soft and soap opera and feelings and touchy.
Yeah.
Well,
And that whispering weirdo captain. I mean, I just,
Hey.
As much as I hated it, I had to watch the fifth season just to see how it finished.
Yeah, how bad it was
going
going.
my way through the fifth season.
I don't think
I know a lot
did.
of people hate it, but I actually the only new one that I actually like, and I think I said this yesterday, is
Enterprise.
Anson Mount as the captain.
Strange New Worlds.
Strange
New Worlds.
Strange New Worlds, yeah.
I mean, I think that was a really good. That's a really good starting point.
Yeah,
I thought it was good, and because it's not soap opera. It's
That's
every
not too
episode.
serious either.
It's just like the original series. Every episode, something different's happening.
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, there's some overarching stories in the background. Like he knows he's going to be in a chair. And things like that. But overall, it's not summer day, and they're not saving the entire universe every episode. Every season.
What good
But
are
now
they?
apparently Section 31 is going to do it every episode.
Hurrah. Someone's got to do it. That's how fragile this universe is, I'll have you know. That's every superhero movie ever. Basically. The fate of the world is at stake. It's like, oh my God. Could you imagine if the world was really like that?
Universe again.
Yeah, could you imagine? It always hinged on one person's actions at all times. One guy throws a hammer or doesn't throw a hammer, and the world's destroyed.
What was wrong with the werewolf alien in a cantina scene in Star Wars? I had no problem with that.
No.
Space Wars, buddy.
No.
Oh yeah. Yeah. We start going. Oh, Daddy. Uncle Roger, is that you? Camp Counselor Jason, is that you?
Your Yeti loves your jokes, man. He's throwing his head back.
That's funny.
Anyway, I was asked, Don, to critique the show, so that's what I'm doing.
Yes. Yeah. Damn it.
Yeah.
Anybody watch Landman the other day?
What?
Last episode. It was actually the best one.
Okay, I'll get back into it because I gave up after episode 5. I might retry it again.
There you go. Last episode was good. Yeah. Angela, they toned her down quite a bit, and she was tolerable in this episode. Yeah.
Yeah. That's all these shows, man. They all hit the wall. Game of Thrones, Cheers, You
Yeah.
name it, any
Well,
show.
Game of Thrones
Friends.
hit the wall because they ran out of books.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
yeah, 'cause the guy never finished the series. You know, they were
Right.
the last what 3 years, 3 seasons. It was
Yeah.
being made up by the writers. You know, by the TV writers.
Hmm.
So it kind of, you know, I didn't like what they did to Daenerys. You know, I liked her. She turned into a real a-hole.
Yeah, they turned her all evil and shit.
Yeah.
I thought that's the way the book was written. You're telling me that that's not the way the book was written?
He didn't write the final books yet. I'm telling you,
Well,
they
yeah, but he
never
was on
finished,
set, right?
never finished the series.
Hmm.
You know,
He was on
but
set. He was part of it, right?
yeah, but I don't think he was very happy with the direction they were going with it. I mean, I
Oh,
don't know.
Okay. I don't know.
Um,
It seemed bad, but organic. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like absolute power corrupts absolutely, and she just went.
Chicky feather.
Well, the whole idea was it was in her the whole time because her family line was just like that.
They are crazy. Yeah, they are. They are. That's who they are. From the
You know,
top
she
to
was
the bottom.
presenting for season after season as this honorable, you know,
Sweetheart.
freeing the slaves, and then all of a sudden she turned it, you know, because they killed her friend. I mean, that's really what made her snap. Was
Yeah,
you
that's
know,
all it takes.
they killed that fine black woman.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Damn, girl.
you know, it was a waste of flesh. But
Wait. Wow.
you know. And again, it's over the top stupid. Why would you do that? They got an army there. They got the dragons and this and that, and they're just gonna come get me. You can't do it kind of attitude. It was just nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's just one of these things. You know, I'm just saying, all these shows, it just feels like it happens. You know.
Hmm.
I guess.
Bill, I'm gonna have to go. I'm gonna have to
And
take
they girl
off. I'm
bossed
about
the
to
shit
fall-
out of the last season. You know, I mean, they really did. You know,
the matter, Lloyd?
what's her name? Maisie. What's her name? Ended up killing the.
Amazing.
You know, with that trick with the knife, and then kills the White Walker, and you
Yeah.
know, she saves the day, and Daenerys was the big. You know, all the big bosses. You know, Winterfell, that redhead. What's her face? Redhead. You know.
Yeah.
You know, and all the guys. You know, the one guy hero. He's north of the wall, and that's that.
Yeah.
You know, they could do a follow-up series of his adventures north of the wall, but I don't know who they're fighting now because everybody north of the wall is on their side now. So.
Well, the White Walkers come back. It's cyclic.
But they killed the
No,
king
it's
of the White
cyclic.
Walkers, you know.
Doesn't matter. It's cyclic. They
But
kill
he-
him
I
every
mean,
time.
He was the original White Walker. He was created by those little tiny people and the childlike people in the forest. That's where it all started.
Hmm.
They created them to fight off the humans, and then of course they got out of control.
Right.
And
Bill,
Hodor,
Bill, I'm gonna jump.
who was sad when Hodor died? Hodor died. I was sad. What?
Hodor.
I said I was going to jump out of here. I'm about to fall asleep. I've been up all day. And
Excuse us for boring the shit out of you.
No,
there.
Yeah.
it has nothing to do with that. It's just that I got up at 7:00 this morning and I didn't get a nap today. And I'm
Oh
just-
my!
the
Oh,
show is very interesting. I keep yawning and it's going to bore the other people. So rather than anybody see me yawn, huh?
we could get Alexis to drop the N-word again. You know.
Oh,
They're
God,
looking
no.
for excitement.
No.
We don't need to
Don't
go
do it.
that far.
Don't do it.
No. But I appreciate the invite. I will get a nap next week before the show to make sure
There you
I'm
go.
ready for your show.
Well, I mean, I think we've alienated enough people. We're down to 13 viewers, so you know,
Yeah.
There's the
we
N-word.
might
He
make
just
this.
said-
We might make this a short show.
He just said the N-word. He said nap.
I mean, just cut out losses and
Yeah,
No,
run,
anything
run.
All right,
Run,
thank you for
Forrest.
stopping in, Lloyd. It's been our pleasure.
Yeah.
All right.
Good to
I
see
appreciate
you.
the invite. I'll see you guys next week or on Monday, whichever comes
On
Yeah.
first.
Monday. I'll see you
Later,
Monday.
everyone.
Sweet dreams,
yeah,
Lloyd.
okay.
Yeah,
Why? What's Monday?
my show.
Yeah, I work Mondays. Oh, Monday night. Yeah, okay, I'll have to watch it.
Oh, you have a show? We
You have
didn't
a
know
show?
that.
Later, guys. I'm out of here.
Do you say uncomfortable words?
My heart goes out to you, Lloyd. Strength and honor.
Bill, Pete Hegseth has been confirmed.
Oh, I know.
What?
Yeah.
God, that's
Stop
old
it.
news.
Yeah, he
Yep.
was confirmed.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, J.D. Vance was the tie-breaking vote.
Yep. The
Yeah.
vice president had to break the 50-50 split.
Yeah.
3 Republicans voted against him. 3
Yeah. Of
course
Republicans
they did.
who won't be
Gee whiz,
Republicans.
I wonder who.
3 Republicans who won't be Republicans next time around.
Yep.
I
Mitch
wonder who.
McConnell.
Yep.
No.
Because he's a douche.
Turtle. The turtle.
Yep. And Lisa Murkowski from Alaska.
Yep.
No. No
And
way.
her reasoning was ridiculous. And
Yeah.
I mean, McConnell, he said his idea was that he
Yeah.
didn't have the experience to run an organization of 850
Whatever.
some odd billion-dollar organization with 3 million members. So I don't know. Yeah, he's going to do it all by himself because that's what the department did. You know, it's just him.
Yeah, because everyone else has been the Secretary of Defense has had experience running a 3 million member military.
Yeah.
You know, they brought him in from China or something to be our because they got experience.
And
Jeez.
what's his name?
Collins.
Oh,
Collins.
Collins from Maine. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What happened to
Susan
what's his nuts from Utah?
No, he voted.
The guy that ran for president.
With the other guys.
No, everybody else
He
voted
voted
for him.
for
You had 50 votes. It was 54-50 against, and the vice president was the deciding vote. So that's it. He's in.
There
Yeah.
you go.
You know,
Dude,
maybe we'll
not
be
to go
involved in
off-
less wars now.
Yeah. We went off. They went off on Pete Hegseth on TV earlier. They were talking about everyone that Trump put up, and I'm no Trump fan, as everybody knows. Oh, it was on Facebook.
No.
One of your boys. But one thing I had to say to him, I said, dude, when you're putting trans people that steal dresses out of the airport in positions, you got no place to comment on someone else's picks.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
versus
saying?
double Bronze Star platoon leaders who headed up veterans organizations, actually got pushed and got a bill passed to improve medical services for veterans. What a terrible guy! Yeah, the guy who stayed after he left the service, stayed in the National Guard and reached the rank of what, colonel? Yeah, no, he's got no experience. Why would you want him? It's just crazy.
Yeah.
Hey.
Oh, but he was on
He
Fox
got
News.
drunk once, for God's sakes. He got drunk at least once or twice. That should
He had a
automatically.
drinking problem for a while. Yeah, he sure did.
Yeah.
What
How
has
dare
that
you?
got to do with anything? He cheated on his wife once, allegedly.
Bastard.
That's it.
That automatically should preclude you from any government service.
Yeah.
Could you imagine that would clean out the entire federal government if that was the rule?
Yeah, that's right.
That would-
Yeah,
By 95%. That's what I'm saying.
You know what? His
The whole
wife
federal
is with him.
government-
They've worked through it. She's forgiven him. It's none of our business. It's got nothing to do with anything. It's crap.
Hey, it wasn't our business when Clinton did it. It wasn't our business when.
Yeah, I know.
That's
It's
the part I
pretty
get
funny.
tired of.
The other side was real happy to say it doesn't matter. It's got nothing to do with anything.
Yeah, Anthony
I don't
Weiner,
know if it was
you know,
great
his
that he
little
was
deal.
getting a Hummer underneath the Resolute desk while he was talking about troop movements.
Right.
He had a general
But
on the
that's my
phone
problem.
talking about troop movements while Monica was.
There was some movements, all right. There was moving some troops. No, but this is the problem I have with both parties, though. If my guy does it, it's perfectly fine. If your guy does it, it's an end of democracy or it's a travesty or whatever. That's why I despise both parties. They make me sick with this crap. It happens all the time.
The other
And
thing
it's
was
ridiculous.
supposedly when he was drunk, he abused his wife, and that affidavit was put in by his ex-sister-in-law. But the funny thing is, the wife says it never happened. So what's the ex-sister-in-law? What's her political motives? What's motivation? What's going on? And nobody's talking about the fact that the wife has come out many times in public and said that never happened. Period. Yeah. Be done with it. Be done with it. Move on. Move on.
He's probably jealous. That's probably who he was banging. And he walked away.
Just the one time. That was it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Don's in.
Okay.
We got the Donster. Uh-oh. He thinks it's safe to come in. He's so wrong.
Okay. I've been watching, and I got two things. One, I could fix Game of Thrones. I could fix the finale of Game of Thrones.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Or I could tell you guys my idea for a sitcom inspired from this show. I can do both.
Yeah, let's hear both.
Now
Okay.
let's have this Game of Thrones one.
Okay, Game of Thrones. They said it ended up with Bran being on the throne, and Tyrion said the stupidest line ever: "Who's got the most interesting story?" Bran, and he didn't. He had the most boring story.
Yeah.
So he gets put on the throne. The entire thing shakes out, and he's sitting there on the throne. He has that stupid half smile on his face, and then it shows him going back in the past, warging into the original Mad King, telling Mad King burn them. He set the entire Game of Thrones in motion because you know how he told Hodor hold the door.
Yeah.
And drove Hodor mad, or made him. So he drove the original Mad King mad, he drove Daenerys mad. He told her burn them, and that's what got him to sit on the throne.
No, he's saying this could be the good follow up.
This would be a way to solve all the issues with that last little bit, is to have Bran warging into these people throughout the past and driving them mad, but setting the entire thing in motion so he can sit on the throne. Because it didn't make sense.
Game of Thrones
could be him just saying, "Fool those bitches."
No. Well, you show him warging in and doing those things, but you just you zoom in on him, just a slow push on him, just had that half smile, kind of like at the end of Psycho, where he's just sitting there, and you do flashbacks where he's warging into these people, and basically he was responsible for all the stupid things that happened.
So he's Kaiser Soze, basically.
Kind of, yeah.
The guy behind the scenes,
yeah,
making it all happen,
and that would solve a lot of the issues.
And what about the situation comedy from Game of Thrones?
Oh no, situation comedy from this show tonight.
Oh,
okay. Do you remember the sitcom Wings?
Yes.
Where the two guys they would fly out to Nantucket and stuff like that. Well, in this sitcom, we're gonna take a Texas pilot. Let's just call her I don't know, Lexi. Let's call her Lexi. Anyway, we're gonna take this Texas pilot and we're gonna bring her up to Boston, and she's up there and she's has one quirk. She keeps dropping the N-word in polite society, and they're like, what is going on? We call it clam chowder.
Clam chowder.
One problem.
They're more racist there. Yeah.
I know. I know that for a fact. Boston, they'll drop the N-word on you in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
Today. We're not talking about, Alexis's grandma or great grandma. We're talking about right now. They'll drop the N-word
I just wanted to get to the clam chowder.
I know you just wanted to get to the punchline.
Yeah.
You should give Art some lessons on getting to the punchline stuff.
Oh, Art. I know the story you were trying to steal from Kevin Nealon.
Yeah, that was
you didn't tell it right. First thing you should do is actually understand his wording, and copy his wording exactly. It was very precise, so it didn't come off as.
Yeah.
You skipped a lot of you didn't leave the context in that he was talking about the black triangles for the complicated. Yeah. He was talking about the trails and stuff, and Art kind of glossed over that part. And
I was talking about snowboarding.
Yep,
you didn't get snowboarding. You give him that.
Kevin Nealon is good because
and he was talking about
he's very precise in it. He's very precise, but he's very precise in his language.
You would have to be.
You missed the precision.
Oh, thank you.
I'm just saying it didn't come across that
you were talking 50,000 people. Me or you? That's what Art's thinking right now.
It came across as, what the hell are you talking about? And, I think I've seen that Kevin Nealon thing. And you knew the joke, and you understood the joke, and yeah, we didn't understand you at all, Art. No, didn't get it.
Are you comfy, Alexis? You look comfy.
Oh man, I'm telling you, I'm about ready to go comfortable.
Wow, now we're talking. Wow. Titties.
T.I. double girl.
T.I. double girl. So anyway, how about
the
them
funny thing is,
drones?
we were pooping on Game of Thrones, but I have to admit, I actually really liked Game of Thrones. I did.
I like Game of Thrones to the end. I like Game of Thrones.
Did you read the books?
I think
up to as far as the books have gone. Yeah.
No, I mean,
If you think the TV show is complicated, oh my God, those books are so dense and complicated. There's twice as many characters in the books, and there's already a ton of characters in the
why you
TV show.
never finished. I mean, because just think how much work would be involved in tying all that together.
He also types with one finger on an old, outdated word processor. That, if I remember right, this word processor, his publisher has to keep a copy of. They have to keep an old computer so they can upgrade, because it saves to a certain file that's on this old word or at least this is how it used to be. And they would have to translate his manuscript up through generations to where they can put it on a modern.
Maybe you know the answer to this. Is he working on the final books?
He is, but he's working on it very slowly. He says he has a few hundred pages left in Winds of Winter, and then the other one would be after that. And it's been over a decade that he's been working on Winds of Winter. He probably will never finish those books because he told the story through the TV show. TV show contained most of the plot that he was going to finish off. He told them a lot of the high points, and they finished it that way. But it's kind of, I think it's kind of spoiled for him as far as, well, it's over now, and he wants to work on other stuff.
Oh, I heard he was critical of at least the last season.
He's critical with a lot of it, but the high points are all there, and he can just go in and do his
right.
The history one. What's the House of Dragons? He wrote those. He wrote the Dunk and Egg series after Game of Thrones. He's been doing other stuff in that same Westeros world in different time periods, but he's just going slow. I wish he would hire a not a ghostwriter, but a co-writer to help move things along.
I'm surprised. I mean, they could have swung off a bunch of little series off of that. Like I like Brienne of Tarth, for example, and I think you could have done a nice little series of her adventures after the end of that, and
Brianna Stark,
Brienne of Tarth.
You're back.
She's got
she
Lord of the Rings.
She survived the end, so I mean, I just
wasn't that big Nite chick?
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks.
Yeah. And everything was. She was the only purely honorable.
Gwendolyn.
She plays Satan in another in a British TV series right now.
She played Phasma in the new Star Wars, the first of the new Star Wars movies.
But I like the character because she was out of place no matter where she went, because she actually believed, and she actually had she actually believed in the honor of what she was doing. And what other character in that show was like that besides maybe Jon Snow? Maybe.
I think he compromised a lot.
He did do his own
Snow
hand,
did.
So I don't know.
Yeah. He was fine though.
Oh, Tarly.
Who hasn't? Who hasn't, by the way?
He had a true heart. What's his name? The fat one.
Yeah, the book guy. Booker Thorne. The cleric.
Gwendolyn Christie.
Yeah, Gwendolyn Christie, yeah.
I had to look it up. I could not think of her surname.
We're back to Brianna, right? The fat guy's name was Gwendolyn,
Maisie,
right?
what was her name? Maisie Williams?
Maisie Williams, yeah.
Maisie Williams going off to see what was beyond the sea. That had potential for another series right there.
They had talked about doing a spinoff after the show, but I think it's been too long. Yeah. Well, it hasn't been too long. They can go back and start now, but she went by herself.
Who was with her? Well, no, she was in a boat, man. There's more than one person in the boat.
Oh,
right?
well, okay, but no, I don't think anybody like any of the main characters went with her. I think she went off on her own.
Oh, really? Nobody interesting went with her?
Passage on a boat.
That was it. She's a faceless man. She can tell her just hang out with herself, and
a girl has no name. Yeah.
She was
Actually,
interesting.
a girl has a name, and she was going home.
Yeah, well, she did that. She did turn it
She
around.
rejected the faceless man. She goes, a girl has a name.
And she fooled it.
Going
She
home.
fooled him, which was pretty impressive. Because he believed in her. Gave her eyesight back. Actually believed that she had come into the fold, and she never intended on it. Hey, sneaky.
Sucker. He's
One
the
of my
first man
favorite-
who's
one
ever
of my
been tricked by a
favorite
woman.
Favorite things is when she made what's his name eat his kids. That was this in the finger in the pie and all that. That was great. That was just great.
That whole show was kind of twisted, actually, because you think about what was his name? Not Freak. What they did to the one kid. What's his name? You know, he was cool with the Starks, and then he was from that island nation, that Rocky Island nation, where they were all about boats and shit.
Yeah, he's talking about.
They call him Freak or
Reek.
No,
They call him Reek.
Reek.
They made him call himself Reek.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
They cut off his penis and stuff. So that was pretty harsh.
Yeah, and then some.
Oh,
Yeah,
ooh.
they totally broke him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He had quite a redemption arc, I would say.
What was they had that? I mean, there's what was their slogan? Those who are dead cannot die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And their whole ceremony, they drown themselves, and then yeah,
They were the drowned men.
Yeah. They were all wet.
Giggity.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They, all of them but the women. No, I'm just kidding. And then his sister took over, something like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
It was a good show. I mean, I really liked the show. It got a little gay for a while there. A little.
Well,
it was
they were-
homosexuality in it. Yeah.
It was good until they ran out of books.
That's what I said.
And they started dropping plot lines like crazy.
Yeah.
They completely dropped the Baratheon bloodline plot.
Yeah. Who
Last
could
you saw
forget
of
that?
the bastard boy was rowing out to sea, and I don't think he ever showed back up.
Yeah. Who
And it's
knew?
him-
Oh yeah. Baratheon's bastard son. There's another possible spinoff.
Yeah.
That's his
There you go.
adventures.
The Baratheons.
Yep. Uh-huh.
Maybe he meets up with Maisie somewhere. You know.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I think happened? I think they ran out of money, and I think that they decided to pull the plug. So they just started. They did one of these. Wrap it up, boys.
Well, that's
they weren't
that's-
running out of
that a lot
money.
in
That was
anime.
making money.
Yeah,
That was making money for them.
It was
Yeah.
making a lot of money,
Cancelled
but
it.
they
If they had-
needed to close it down, and they rushed the ending. You know, everything just happened.
That's
so
my
fast.
opinion. That they wanted to close it down for whatever reason. I heard a lot of the actors wanted to move on. I hear there was a lot of that kind of shit, and they wanted to close it up, and they just went,
Mhm.
let's wrap it up, fellas. Wrap it
Yeah,
up.
and the writers wanted to move on too. The writers we'll just finish out quick. I think it's more the writers.
And they were getting their nuts
they're
crushed with every
showrunners.
episode. I mean, the critics were just
Got in
killing
the
them.
mud, didn't you?
They were killing them.
Yeah.
Don't get in the mud.
Yeah. That battle scene with the White Walkers was horrid.
Go lay down.
Horrible. So I
That
don't know
should've
if they
been-
had a bunch
oh,
of money or not, but it didn't look good. It was
It
horrible.
was too dark. It was way too dark.
Yep.
It
Horrible.
should have lasted more than one episode.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That should have been
Of
at least half a
course.
season.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Well, how about the whole horde just going out there and disappearing in seconds?
Mhm.
Yeah.
You know, that was just come on. Horrible. You know, it's just horrible. I think that would have lasted a little longer than that, but they, you know.
So if they didn't run out of money, they were looking to close it up or
Yeah.
something. I don't
Yeah,
know.
the showrunners were ready to move on to something else. I think if I remember right, they were wanting to move on. They had to deal with where they were going to be able to do a Star Wars or something like that.
Well, maybe that might be the production company. Well, it could be.
Art, it looks like you snagged the one other one, Art.
Oh, I did. Oh, yeah. Looks like bent rail.
Reel them in, Art. Reel them in.
Yep.
I'm gonna have one more beer and we'll kill this off in 25 minutes.
Here,
You
look
think
at
we can
this.
last that long? We could talk
Okay.
about something else. I actually
Yeah.
bought I bought every episode and every season of Game of Thrones. It's through Prime. I actually spent the money to have it all, so I could rewatch it anytime.
Wow.
How about in 3D?
No,
I still have a 3D TV if you want to come over.
I
got one right
saw
over
it. I saw it in the theater in 3D in the high frame rate.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, I've got
IMAX.
Jody,
2 or 3 3D TVs.
I'll be right back.
Oh, do you?
I'm gonna get a beer.
Yeah. I still have one. It's hanging in the spare bedroom right now. So I got the glasses and everything still.
Yeah, I've got a 65.
I'm not a fan of The Hobbit.
Aquios 3D TV, and then I've got the Sony 3D TV that came out with the PS4, I think it was.
Yeah.
It's not
I'm a huge fan of the Lord of the Rings series. They were awesome. I think they ruined The Hobbit when they translated it to movie.
Talk about the remake
What do you mean?
or the live action or whatever you want to call it. Because
The live action,
animated
not
one
the
came
animated,
out in the 90s or whatever, right?
The
80s
animated
or
one
something,
came out in the late 70s. I think Ralph Bakshi.
Oh, was it that long ago? I don't remember. I saw it when I was young, but I don't
Yeah,
remember.
I think it was
exactly
late 70s. It might have been early 80s.
That was good. I thought that was good. I could rewatch that right now. I thought it was good. I did.
It might have actually been better than the live action.
Yeah, could have been. Could have been.
It was good. I thought it was pretty good anyway. Last time I saw it. It made more sense in the live action version. Tell you that. And they dragged it. Oh God.
There was no friggin' elf dwarf love story out of nowhere in the
Why not? Elf dwarf love story. Can you imagine? The new Lord of the Rings that was on Prime, huh? How about that? With all the black elves and stuff. That was awesome.
I refused to watch it, and
I didn't watch it either. I'm like, get out of here, dude. Stop it. Just stop it.
I
Come
read
on,
about
man.
it and saw how much they were bastardizing the previous age.
Woof. Woof. Come on. Ugh.
Yeah.
What show?
They
like
they didn't have rights to the Silmarillion. They just had rights to the appendices of Lord of the Rings, and they took a lot of liberties with that even. And just
Wait, what show?
Prime, the Lord of the Rings show on Prime. I can't remember the name of it.
Ring of Time or something of
Ring of Power.
That show was
Ring
right.
of Power.
The
Yeah,
first
I watched
Rings of Power,
a season of it. It was okay. You know.
Was it?
Yeah,
You're
it was
just tolerant. Bill's a very tolerant TV watcher, isn't he?
Okay.
He's a very tolerant.
Yeah. You know, I'm not looking forward to the next season, but I watched it. I thought what's her face, the blonde, she's pretty hot. You know, I kind of liked watching her. But aside from that,
Galadriel.
Galadriel, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Young Galadriel.
Yeah,
Galadriel. Did you see Sydney Sweeney did what was the commercial? It's a commercial for something. It's been popping up all over the place. God, it's smoke. She's so smoking. This commercial.
I know you guys have talked about her. I think you've shown pictures of her before. I can't picture her. So
she was in Madam Web, which you probably didn't see because I didn't see that either. She's been in a couple movies.
I don't have Disney Plus, so
I saw Madam Web.
Did you like it?
Yeah, mediocre. I saw it at the theater.
Bill saw it and he thought it was okay.
It was.
So what?
It was fine. It was fine. It was fine. He watched it. It was fine.
What? What are you talking about? I was daydreaming. What did I watch?
Madam Web.
Madam Web.
Yeah.
Never seen it.
Hey, Bill.
Stupid. How
what do you think about them declassifying all those JFK files?
Yes.
Are we going to get to see the Zapruder film again?
RFK.
I'm pretty sure you've seen it, and it was okay.
I think 80% of it's going to be redacted. So we'll see. We'll see if we learn anything new. It'd be interesting.
Bill's review of the Zapruder film is, it was okay. I watched it.
It was okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, they gave me a headache.
Haddock. Yeah.
Well,
I don't like
yeah.
haddock.
The claim is that it's
I'm
going to be
just-
unredacted.
You know,
That it's going to be declassified, all of it, just wide open.
Yep.
But they've had 60 some odd years to
Yep.
cover tracks, so
Damn.
who knows how much of it is left.
Yep.
Not too bad. This marker's bad. I was going to make a joke and black this whole piece of paper out because that's what it's going to look like on whatever day he was assassinated. I can't remember the date. I apologize. I wasn't born yet.
November the
There must be
22nd,
some reason that they were
1963.
There must be something
Okay.
new in there. There's got to be at least something new in there because
Yeah.
there's got to be some reason why they refused to release this a long time ago. People have been asking for decades. You know.
George Bush thing.
That's what's it's gonna have the date, and then the rest of it's gonna be black. In my opinion, then I'll have his name will pop in there here or there, and then black.
Do you think that
that
you
isn't
think
that isn't unredacted then? He said it was going to be declassified.
If there's a copy, unredacted copy to be had.
Do you think that RFK is going to get through nomination?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they're all going to
Junior.
get
Yeah.
honestly.
Yeah.
Well, they got the votes except for the turncoats they got going on, so
They
it's
got
gonna
the
be a
vice
tough
president, so that's that. You know, I
one.
you know,
Mm-hmm.
I
They
think
should
they're
be
a
all
little
just
concerned
skating
about
through.
it. They're a little concerned.
Tell you the
Trump
truth.
what he said. You want to, you want to keep your seat because he'll primary them. You know, and I believe
Primary your ass.
You know,
Yeah, I believe him too.
he means what he says, and he says what he means. You know,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's one thing that even if you,
I mean, I think the only ones who are in danger now is Tulsi Gabbard and which I don't understand why, because she thinks she's awesome, and
That's why.
what's his name? Kash Patel.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people hate
even
him.
the people
quite
that
frankly,
even the people that don't like Trump have to admit that he is going in there and doing what he said he was going to do,
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, but they're not admitting that.
which is completely different than any other politician.
He's doing everything he ran on, which is amazing.
Right.
You know, and
Right.
but
And
they're turning
you don't
around
have to
saying
agree
he's-
with
he's-
what he's doing. You have
No,
just have to
they
admit
don't,
that
and they're
he's
saying that they're
following
not
through.
they're not saying that on the other channels. They're saying he's being a dictator. They're calling him
Yeah.
a dictator. They're calling him the king. That's the new thing
Yeah.
now. He's the king. He's not being a king. He's not being a dictator. He's actually.
I don't think his hair is anywhere near like Don King's.
Right.
He's
And
doing
my eggs
exactly what he
still aren't
promised to
cheap,
do.
and my gas isn't cheap either.
Yeah.
you took it from me, Art. I was waiting for Bill to stop because I was just looking at a post on Facebook from this girl I work with, saying, "Well, where's these cheaper eggs?" And she posted the price of eggs. And when was the inauguration? Wasn't it Monday?
Monday,
Yeah.
I know. I know. I've been seeing that. Why
Yeah.
aren't the eggs
I'm
cheaper
like,
already?
Holy shit!
You know, my wife did that. She came back from the store. She said, I've been buying this dog food for the dogs, and it was up to $11. Now it's only $6 today. It's already coming true. It's like I don't think it was that.
No,
I think it was on sale.
I mean, gas is down around here like 30 cents, but I doubt it has anything to do with Trump. It's just a little bit maybe just because he's talking about opening up the drilling and stuff, and gas is based on speculation.
Oh,
so
no.
they think the pricing is going to go down, then they'll start.
That's the first thing you're going to see go down is energy prices because it is
Right.
speculation. You're right.
Mm-hmm.
Right,
They're
it's
going
all
to want to do
speculative,
that because he's
so.
got to. They're already talking about reopening Anwar, and
Drilling.
They start the
Gulf
Keystone
of
and the
America.
Keystone pipeline. Yep.
Yep.
I'm
They better
excited.
get on it if they're going to do it. They better get on it before the Democrats get back in power. Sorry, go ahead, Alexa.
I'm excited for Panama and Greenland, but I think Panama.
Panama.
I never understood why we gave up Panama to begin with. What was the point of that?
Who knows?
That was your boy,
Jimmy
man.
Carter. Jimmy
That was your boy
Carter.
Carter.
Yeah.
My boy.
Oh, wait a minute, no. In his defense, if I'm not mistaken, we promised to get back Panama
Yeah.
after X amount of time in the treaty when we got the land from Panama and yada yada yada. I might be mistaken on that now, but I
think
do
the
believe
lease
that was part of it.
99 years, and it was nowhere near 99 years, I don't think. Yeah.
I don't remember. It feels like there was a reason. I don't think he just arbitrarily gave them back Panama. I think there was some reasoning behind it. I really do.
Yeah,
Not that I like Carter. Don't get me wrong. I'm just saying that I think there was some reason, and I don't know if he could unilaterally do that anyway. I'm not sure the president can just do that. It feels like there would be the Congress or somebody involved.
Yeah, Congress to go along with it. Yeah,
you would think there'd have to be more involved. I don't think that the president can just unilaterally. Otherwise, Trump could just unilaterally take it back. Trump could just say, "Yep, we're taking Panama back."
Well, that's what he said.
Well, he's got to make it happen. Yeah.
And this thing with Greenland, they make it sound like this is a new idea. We've actually postured at purchasing Greenland for 100 years.
Yeah.
In the 1850s, we tried to.
It was
make
on the table.
Happen. In the 1920s, we tried to make it happen. So
Glenn
They had a price tag.
It's not a new idea.
Glenn Beck had a really good show that was like 48 minutes long about Panama and mostly Greenland, and went through the whole history, and why it's important.
Denmark isn't doing anything with it. Shit.
No.
I mean, they're making big noises like, he actually said "fuck you" to Trump. He actually said that in public.
Well,
but I think that's the way to drive the price up.
Yeah, they haven't been relevant in a long time, so they used to be like somebody, and now they're a whole bunch of nobodies. So because of Denmark, man. I got married in Denmark.
Yeah.
Giving Egypt too much trust. Nobody got the joke. Nope, didn't get it.
We didn't see it. I didn't see it.
Yeah. Or was it the Zapruder film being a little short?
Yeah, it was a little short for me. What was that from? What was that?
That was when we were talking about the Zapruder film, I think. I'm not sure which joke. Giving Egypt too much trust.
Is he short?
See, the problem is we don't keep up with the chat. So when we finally read, we've moved on. So we don't really get the punchlines because they don't have context.
Right. You know what's really good for jokes? Just explain it. Start to finish. Break it down for us. That's the height of comedy.
Okay, so when we're talking about chicken, the chicken was alive. Okay, it wasn't a dead chicken; it was a live chicken, and it was a free range chicken. Obviously, it wasn't in a coop or anything because it was going to cross the road. We want to know why it crossed the road, but obviously, it was a free range chicken. And now, where was this road? I don't know. It could have been Missouri. It could have been Kansas. Wherever the road was doesn't really matter. We just know that there was a chicken and a road.
Better be nude pics, Alexis.
Yeah. I can't play that.
No.
Talking about the inauguration, he's talking about taking back Panama. It's not like we want to have Panama come out. We just don't want the Chinese controlling it, and we want better prices when we send our ships through.
Yeah, we're paying the most. That's one problem that I agree with Trump about, is that we seem to foot the bill for way too much shit.
Well, didn't it say like 70% of the traffic through the Panama Canal comes from the United States?
You know, the cheapest traffic to ever travel through the Panama Canal only cost, like, I think it was $1 something.
What was
it? Was a swimmer. There was a marathon swimmer, and he decided to swim the locks, and so he swam the length of the Panama Canal, and they charged him like $1.
So they must do it by mass, by weight,
Yeah, they do by weight.
You pay by weight. So.
Can you take a regular boat to the Panama Canal? Does anybody know?
I would have cost like $275.
I'm sure you can. It's going to cost you some.
And I just wonder. I'm just curious. That's all. If you had a sailboat and you're trying to sail around the world or whatever, and could you go through the Panama Canal? I'm just kind of curious.
I imagine if you wanted to pay, I guess, but I mean,
pay the fee,
just like those locks for a little sailboat. I don't know. Yeah. I mean, that guy that was obviously a,
Yeah, it was a stunt.
Yeah, stunt. Yeah.
I want to see how much they actually charged him. I remember it was a really small amount. I'm gonna look that up.
Yeah, look it up.
Because I said the little trivia, and it's probably never even happened. It's probably just something I half dreamed and fever fit or something.
Yeah, it was a trivial story.
Yeah. No, I mean, Trump's superpower is throwing this shit out there, and then all these people talk about it, and it suddenly becomes a thing.
Oh, yeah, it was less than that.
What was it? 53
Richard
cents.
Halliburton swam the length of the Panama
Halliburton?
Canal. They charged him 36 cents. That was in 1928.
Oh, okay.
And then he went and founded Halliburton.
Yeah, that'd be
Hired Dick Cheney.
$30,000 in today's.
You want to know
He
when
hired
he
Dick
died?
Cheney.
We don't
Dick
know
Cheney
when he
shot
died.
him?
He's presumed dead. So he went missing somewhere. This is going to be interesting.
He's probably stuck to one of the locks in the Panama Canal.
Yeah, he probably got eaten by cannibals.
Yeah.
Maybe.
He's a marathon run.
No joke.
In New Zealand.
No joke.
New Zealand.
Hey, man, it happened. No joke.
Yeah, man, no joke. I'm not kidding.
I mean, come on.
Come on, man.
He was missing at sea. So
no way.
His ship went missing.
The guy that swam through the Panama Canal ended up missing at sea. Wow, who would have thought that?
Yeah. But anyway, it's just interesting how he does it. He'll talk about something, just some random shit, and everybody will start talking about it. Next thing you know, it's a thing all of a sudden. That's a superpower. It's hilarious. He'll just drop something out there, and they'll all start talking about it. And it's like it's not even something that he's moved on to something else.
Oh.
He floats ideas. That's what business people do.
He's an idea man. Yeah.
You see what floats.
Hey, Scott. Scott, I use a razor blade, Scott. I use an X-Acto knife to cut my phone. Works pretty good for me.
What
8
kind of
minutes,
razor
Bill.
blade?
You got it.
8 minutes.
X-Acto knife. Yeah. No, you asked me what I cut my phone with. I just use a razor blade. I know people that tried to use the hot wires and stuff like that. And that's a way to do it, but it doesn't work on a lot of this foam. Hot wire won't. It goes too far.
Exacto.
When you need things to be exacto, and then if you use the ones that click out, like they take over airplanes with,
Yeah.
you know, it makes it longer. Because sometimes you need a longer blade so you can go all the way down.
I got the exact kit, Alexis.
Yeah.
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 That's a good
Better
kit.
check.
I have more
I
blades
took
than you.
yours.
That's nice.
Take yours out, and we'll just
Take mine out.
Oh, okay. It's in the garage somewhere. And I
That's after the
pulled out
live's
the
over.
plastic.
I got 3 handles. Beep, beep, beep.
Yeah.
I pulled out the plastic insert up above on the top part,
really?
and I put a magnet strip up there. Actually, 2 magnet strips up there, so I can just throw blades onto the magnet instead of having.
Yeah.
I've only got 12 blades.
Because that locks you into having just those shaped blades.
Yeah. Yeah.
This was the shiznit when you were working with balsa wood.
Suez Canal. Were you thinking about the Suez Canal? Cool cat, Mr. Kitty. Yeah. No, but that's one of the things I agree on. I can't disagree with that. I don't know how anybody can disagree on this. There's like 5 points that I 100% agree with: secure borders, the elimination of illegal immigrants in our country. You can't just come into our country, man. And if you commit a crime, you really got to go.
No,
and if you've been adjudicated,
and saying that doesn't mean you don't like immigrants.
Yeah, it's just silly.
Come here legally.
To pull a page out of Cool Cat's book by pretending to be daft, as he puts it, as far as world places. He was going to confuse that. I'm just going to say all the Mexicans need to go back down to South America where they're from.
Yeah.
But no, I just don't understand how people argue against that. It's the weirdest thing.
Yeah.
It's just
not all migrants are criminals. Yeah, no shit, Sherlock. Not all migrants.
I mean,
but all illegal migrants are criminals because you know what? Just by definition, they broke the law to come here. That makes you.
But and then if you file for asylum and you're adjudicated that your claim is not good, then and you've been told you got to go home, you got to go home.
And you don't.
You know what I
then
mean?
Guess what? You're breaking the law. You're still here when you're not supposed to be.
It's just really crazy. No matter what side of the political fence you sit on, these should be things that everyone should agree on. That's the part I don't quite understand.
Every
How
American.
one side or the other can be against it. It's just really weird. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I don't understand that. You know, and we should be paying for the world's everything. we just shouldn't. We should be paying for all of the NATO. We shouldn't be paying for all of the United Nations. We shouldn't be paying for, the defense of Ukraine. We shouldn't be paying for the Japan's military defense. We shouldn't be paying for Korea's military defense or Germany's military defense. It doesn't make any damn sense. I think we should pay for that. Oh, we need to pay for that, dude. I vote for that one.
Yeah.
If they put that up for vote, I'm voting for that one.
Yeah.
Dominic needs his legs waxed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And give him
He live streams that.
Give him a little Brazilian while you're at
Hi,
it.
baby.
Yeah. So there's just certain things that he's, like I said, I don't like him, but there's certain things that he's about that you would think every American would agree with just out of hand.
That looks better.
Yeah, it
I know what
does.
daft means. Yeah, everybody knows what daft means.
Don't be daft.
Yeah, don't be daft. We know what daft means.
I'm not the average Yank.
I'm an exceptional Yank. Oh, excuse me. No, but it's just interesting, and it's just so weird. I always say this to people. If the devil pops up and speaks the truth, it's still the truth. It doesn't matter who says it. That's the problem. People look at who said it and not what they said, and that's the most annoying part from both sides. Barack Obama wasn't always wrong. Even Biden wasn't always wrong. You know what I mean? People say things just because you don't like the personality. Because you don't like the personality doesn't mean that they're always wrong. That's the thing that.
You mean Biden's staff? You mean Biden's staff? Because I don't think he's had an original thought in a long time.
Well, okay. Okay.
Seriously, whoever was writing whatever he was saying, because whenever he went off on his own, it just got really ugly.
Yeah. Yeah. Eric Kamala, or I don't care. Anyone from that side. They're not always wrong. Because you know what's so funny about this? Go back 10 years, 15 years, they were saying the same shit that Trump was saying. There's speeches out there with Clinton. There's speeches out there with, what's his nuts from New York. They're all giving the same kind of speeches about illegal immigrants.
About cracking down on illegal immigration quite a bit.
He deported more people during his presidency. More illegals were deported than any other president ever, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
More than Trump did, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. I'm not 100%, but I do believe that Barack Obama deported more people.
Were getting in once they started doing, remain in Mexico and a couple other. So you can only deport what comes in,
Well, yeah, but I'm just saying Barack Obama deported more people. Then they had the drone strikes and stuff like that under Obama and stuff like that. And it's like, what, really? That's just okay? That's just okay?
Clinton used the drones quite a bit, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, but when Trump did it, he was a murderer.
Did they ever say what the drones were over New Jersey?
Not yet. Hey, we need to hold his feet to the fire because he said he was going to tell everybody
so he never
what that was
said
about.
anything? He never
Not yet.
What's the holdup?
It's been 4 days, baby cakes.
That's no holdup. Ellie's been all the way from North Carolina to LA.
Yeah, there's been some hurricanes and fires and shit, yo.
He's been pretty damn busy.
Yo, baby, he's getting to it, baby.
He's been pretty damn busy, and he's answered more press questions in 4 days than I think Biden did in a year.
But you have to consider the source. Biden's.
I mean, wasn't it amazing? He was sitting there signing all these, and then what? And answering questions from the press that was standing there, and actually answering them. It's just a totally different presidency. It's actually fun to watch.
I was enjoying watching the so-called roundtable in the firehouse in LA. Everybody.
I haven't watched that yet. I heard it was a mess. It was a shit show. I heard it was a beat down. I heard it was a beat down.
He dominated.
Yeah, I heard he made the mayor cry. I heard he made the mayor cry.
They treated me so much better in Guyana.
Yeah. I should have stayed.
Newsom,
When there's a massive fire burning your city, how do you get on a plane and go to Guyana? I mean, what the fuck? I mean, who told her that was a good idea?
Hey man, should have lost her deposit if shit. They had deposit on rooms. The flight. If you try to change your dates, they hit you with a fee. Come on, man.
There you go.
Come on.
Yeah.
Come on. She'd already paid for somebody to watch her cat.
Her luggage was already spent.
Yeah, she'd already paid for somebody to watch her cats. She'd already spent the bribe money. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man.
I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
It is what it is.
I just really interested to see how all this all shakes out.
Dude, the next year is going to be crazy. The next year is going to be insane.
Yep.
And I don't know what's going to happen. It's almost exciting, but it's also mildly frightening. Mildly frightening. Mildly frightening because the problem I have right now is how quiet the opposition is right now. They're squeaking a little bit, but not like the first time around. What I'm saying? They're not closing down airports and filling cities and stuff like that. And I'm just like, I don't know, man.
Well,
it's pretty damn quiet.
A lot of stuff was said, but then when their feet are put to the fire, they just all of a sudden start giving in. We're going to Trump-proof the state, and they're not going to take away. We're coming in anyway. They're coming in. Don't interfere. You end up in jail. Oh, well, I didn't mean it like that. Yeah, you kind of did. And they've already shown examples where they went after a guy that was already told to leave many times ago, and he had 17 arrests since he's been here. The one that said F Trump and God bless
the guy from Haiti. The guy from Haiti.
You know what Obama did for me? You know what Obama did for me?
and
that guy is hilarious.
I think isn't he the one where his roommate, who they weren't looking for, but he was here illegally, so they took him too?
Yep.
Collateral.
Yeah.
Well, they said that's what's going to happen if you don't help.
That's what's going to happen.
I mean, instead of leaving him in jail because they knew they were coming for him, they released him, and now his roommate's gone.
Now his roommate's kicked too. Oh well, roomie. It is what it is, man, and it's going to be a crazy next year. And then I think it's going to shake out one way or the other. You know what I mean? And then the next election is really going to be the
midterm,
senatorial and the congressional in 2 years. That's going to be. It's going to be the midterm's going to be crazy. If they get the red wave they thought they were going to get before, then maybe things will be different. If they get spanked like they did the last time, then it's going to be a mess for the last 2 years.
They did win the House. I mean, everyone sounds like they make it sound like they totally lost that. They gained control of the House. But
that's fair. That's fair.
But they didn't gain control of the Senate.
And they didn't get what they thought they were going to get either.
Right.
Not even close.
No, it definitely was.
But you're right, though.
It was definitely disappointing.
Mm-hmm.
But they did gain control of the House. Thank God.
That's fair. That's fair. But they better get everything done they want to get done now. Is what I'm saying. They better get it going if they're going to do it.
See fuel prices going down, and the follow-up, that means food prices are going to come down because it's all tied into food. The packaging, the delivery, all of it. It's all tied to energy.
Right.
Midterms come around, and inflation is down, and they're still exporting criminals.
If inflation goes down, it's not because of anything Trump did. It's because he inherited Joe Biden's economy.
Oh, is that what it was?
That's right.
And if it goes up, it's Trump's fault, though. Just for the record.
Well,
he don't get the credit if it goes down, but he definitely gets the blame if it goes up. It's just hilarious, man.
The economy lags the presidential races by 4 to 8 years, depending on whether they get reelected.
I won't argue that, but the snap decisions on energy and whatever do make
it was
a
a
very
joke.
immediate.
It was a joke.
I know it
Yeah, it
was.
was a joke.
And my what I was saying wasn't though. If it goes up, it's his fault. If it goes down, he inherited from Joe Biden.
Right. It's
That's how
yeah.
it works.
Yeah.
Yep.
And the 4 to 8 years, it's like, yeah, if
Yeah.
ends up
Yeah.
they're reelected.
Well, that's why
That's
it's so
right.
hot and heavy on energy, because that's the one thing that can drive quick change. Can't
Right. No.
The
I know the economy
the production of
yeah.
fertilizer to create the food. All of that.
The fuel to run the combines and shit. I get it. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And
It doesn't matter what you're talking about.
Heat the chicken houses. Yeah. Keep those chickens. Yeah.
And the ducks.
And the
And
ducks.
the ducks. Yeah.
And the
That's
ducks.
right.
Don't forget the ducks.
Actually,
No, I mean as far as the other stuff he wants to get through, he better get on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they can't fuck around like they did last time. You know what I mean? They wanted to get rid of Obamacare and stuff like that, and they had the House and the Senate the first 2 years Trump was president, and they didn't do nothing with it.
Yeah, but you need
they did some
you
stuff,
60% to change that, and they never had that kind of power.
Yeah. Yeah.
They didn't have it.
I thought you could get that through reconciliation or whatever.
Well,
I don't think you don't need 60% to pass a law. Not to my knowledge.
But I believe you need 60%.
That only makes it veto proof.
I think you need
and
60%
he's the president.
to defeat one that's already in existence. Not to pass a new law, but I believe you need 60% to kill one off.
Yeah.
You can't pass a new law to kill the old law?
You pass new laws that can adjust the old law, but I don't think you can.
Okay. I don't know. I won't pretend that I'm a legal scholar or whatever. So I'll defer to your greater knowledge on the subject. But
Well, that's why a lot of Democrats are quiet right now, because they got to think about what's going to happen in 2 years. And if they're dragging their feet and they're fighting too much for what people actually want to see changed, they're not going to survive.
Yeah.
Well, they saw the election, and I got to give them credit. It was pretty whack. The whole country looked red as hell. It was insane. It was insane. I was like, nah, stop it. Nah.
I mean, even
no
California,
way.
he lost. I mean, it's a lot. He lost California only by about 3 million votes, 3.2 million votes. He lost it by over 5 million votes the last time. I mean, that's a big swing.
It's a big swing. Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, he picked up, a lot of North Carolina. He picked up Michigan. He picked up Georgia. He picked up Pennsylvania.
Ohio.
He picked up Ohio. It's like holy Wisconsin. I think Minnesota he didn't get. Wisconsin he got. Well, did he get Ohio last time? Did he get? He did not get Minnesota. He got Wisconsin, or he got Wisconsin to get Minnesota.
All the swing states.
No, he gained Wisconsin. He didn't get Wisconsin.
Okay, he didn't get Wisconsin. Okay, thank you. I knew it was something like that.
And you got Nevada. And
They got Nevada. Oh yeah, Nevada.
Arizona. Yep.
Arizona. Yeah. It's
And
just
you got
interesting. That's all.
Pretty sure he got
Yeah,
Florida.
and he got the popular vote. Yeah. He got Florida? No way. Do you remember when Florida was a swing state? Remember that?
Yeah.
I remember that when Florida was a swing state?
Yeah,
When
yeah,
Florida
yeah.
was a state that
Remember, like a month before the election, they were talking about Florida was in play. He ended up winning it by 13 points. I mean, it wasn't even close.
Oh,
Is
there's
it
the kids.
bedtime?
They were even talking about Texas being in
Say
a place.
good
It was
night.
even worse. It was like 14 points.
Yeah. Good night. See you in the morning. Bye.
He's
Bye.
attacking some kids.
Bye.
What do you say? I know you can't write in that. Say good night. Say good night.
make it big,
Say
Bill.
good night. Say
Good
good
night.
night.
Make it big, Bill.
Say good night. All right.
He's more articulate than Don is.
Quit snooping in my stuff and get out of here. Good night. See you in the morning.
Go away.
The big whiteboard.
Lock the door.
So, do you know those? Do you know those children?
No.
Yeah. There's a roving band of kids.
They come in trick or treat. Guys are late.
Roving band. Roving band.
Steph and I give him hugs. Good night, and he always, as he's leaving, says bye.
Roving bands of affectionate children.
Roving bands of
They come in,
yeah.
hugs.
Yeah. Keep them away from Ken Heron's neighborhood.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, you guys are nuts.
I'm gonna come over to your door now, Don, so I can get my good night hug.
Say good. Say good. Say night.
Oh, dang. Oh. Yeah, that was a good one.
Thanks. That was nice.
Don, you know, you really could have played that up like, oh.
He played the gentleman. That's Don in a nutshell for you. The guy.
Yeah, his nutshell is what I was talking about. But
Got a little mud on my hand, but from mud ball, but it's okay.
A little mud from his balls. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow.
Dirty ball.
Dirty balls. Dirty balls. Dirty balls. Oh man.
I love Don.
I'll have you know, they're not dirty. That's a mud mask. I'm trying to reduce the wrinkles.
Oh, I get it.
Good luck with that.
Put some on my face.
Yeah.
Get some on my face. Don, save that audio, please.
Get some on my face. Yeah. He's trying to get the wrinkles out. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a good way you can inflate
the icing on the face.
That's the icing on the face.
Yeah.
You could inflate them.
On Bill's show.
Huh?
You got to watch what you say on Bill's show. It ends up as a sound.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
What's wrong with that for, Jim?
Yeah. No, you can inflate them, Don. That would get the wrinkles out for you.
What do you guys think? We've been on for 2 hours and 12 minutes. Look at Dominic. Dominic, you left a while ago.
Dominic's ready to go.
I'm out there. I've been there for about half an hour.
Yeah, I haven't eaten
I got horse to pick up and money to pick up from my
The audio wasn't clean enough. Lon was talking over her.
So.
Stop it. Don't put it on me.
You can't clip it.
Thank you.
No,
put it on me.
You did. So.
Yeah, like someone else.
We're gonna miss Alexis saying I'm gonna put it on my face.
Just say it again.
It's got to be organic.
Yeah.
And it would be organic all over your face.
It would be organic.
Oh yeah, it's super organic, baby.
See, now Bill really wants me to clip that it would be organic all over your face.
Yeah.
Well, you could.
I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna.
But again, that was inorganic just in the way I did that. So.
Right. I'm not gonna.
Now it's time to say goodbye to Bill and all his friends.
All right. Good night, Bill.
All right.
Well, now it's time to say goodbye to Bill and all the tribe. Thank you all for coming, and we hope you will subscribe. You're all invited back next week to watch another show. We're all too drunk and tired, so we're gonna have to go.
Y'all come out now. You hear?
This has been a Bill Ways presentation.